Hello. Welcome. I don't have chat open,
Hello,
apparently.
everybody.
I now have chat open. Sorry if I missed anybody who has chatted before this very moment when I am telling you right now that I can read chat again.
Oh, I'm checking. I think we're okay.
Think we're good? Alright, I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't think we've missed anybody, but if I did, please state your names so I can apologize.
I am going to say that I've thoroughly scared myself. Hello, Enthuse! Glad to see that you are coming in on the days that you don't go touch grass. This time you did not forget Pats.
You know, like life is all about balance.
What did we not forget? Okay.
Oh,
I patted him
Pats.
Tuesday, even though you didn't say dichotomy. Okay, that's what I need the hand. Definitely
is on top of it.
Yes, Mars, you were on top of it when I said that comment in the good comment channel. Motivational comments.
On it.
Yeah, I posted a comment and then immediately I blinked and it was like, you've already 100'd it. I was like, what? Hold on. I didn't even realize she was on.
So the notification popped up and I was like, oh, I got some free time. I can open it and see what it's all about. And I'm like, oh, this is a lovely comment. I'm going to upvote that.
Yeah, it was just very funny. You're welcome, Dichotomy. Do you have ears or are you closed captioning? Now I don't know if you have ears or not because you react like you do have ears because I did the closed captions. It's kind of wild.
Crazy. It's like you're psychic.
Hello,
Hi, Amazing.
Yes, also, Mars, you should look. I put stuff in our streamiversary plans of 2025.
Yes, I saw. I didn't have time to go through them, but I did see the notification.
Yes, we have. Why do I have another? Oh, trivia went up. God, if I know.
Oh, already? Oh, that was very quick.
No clue. No idea.
See.
But so, guys, I have thoroughly
I have no
scared myself for today.
Total guess.
So I found a YouTuber that I've been listening to a lot. Hello, Pastry Puff Estrock. Ooh, we got a good following up here already.
Hello, hello.
These numbers are smaller than
I got the trivia wrong.
Frickin' Simps ain't got it right. Alright, hold on. I gotta try now.
Wow, I was way off. Gotta at least try, Ori.
I tried. Nope, didn't get it right.
Let's see.
Closer than I thought. Closer than I thought. In a weird way. In a weird way. I remembered a number
in like a backwards kind of way.
Yeah. The subs gave.
I'm curious to see how many get this one right.
Motivation. I don't even. No. Dichotomy. That's actually what I said. We have Mars and I have a Discord server that's literally just called Outcast. It really should be called something else, but it's been called Outcast. It has Wolfwood Milano and Vash Hotzen. I've been working on another cosplay of the two of them. I'm very excited. It's just slow goings, but it needed to happen.
Ooh, nice.
And
we had to create a new server after we got hacked that last time.
Was another one. Yeah. But in it we have motivational comments as a channel. We even have motivational comments in the Ace Tooney one as well. You guys just can't see it. It's just for Dylan, Mars, and I. It's called video comments. And basically, if somebody comments
we get all the
something
good stuff
about us being epic on an Ace Tooney related video, I put it in there so that everyone gets to see. And then if I feel like this is bad day, you just go and it's like, oh shit, people care.
You remind yourself. You give yourself that nice little reminder.
Federico. She's not evil. I'm glad Pastry Puff had no idea. I feel better.
This is Tree Twin.
This is Tree Tuber Ori. And okay, like I said, guys, I've thoroughly scared myself. And I've started watching a YouTuber named Cat and Chat. and she talks about like art drama, but a lot of it does end up pertaining to the VTube community and like the VTuber community, and that's not the drama part in general is not the part that scared me. The part that scared me is that drama that surrounded this was a commission where a rigger is like, yeah, and like I'm new, so I'm struggling with the head angles, which is what we're doing today. And I'm like, oh no, it's been kind of easy up until this point. I really, really hope that it's not gonna fight me. Like, apparently it fights her. So, I have to get the Merely Wu Fei, that is the YouTuber tutorials I'm following, up on my phone. So I can start doing it. Watching it. But I'm scared. I'm a little scared. I'm a little intimidated now. Neck calisthenics. Here's the neck calisthenics. Ready? Limbering up. But yeah, she was having issues where like the neck was being like super long and like apparently things were warping, and I'm just like I'm a little concerned. I'm a little scared. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. So we will have to see.
Don't be scared, Ori. We're right here with you.
I hope so.
We'll keep you company. Oh, broke your neck.
Oh no, Esdrog, don't do that. Okay, guys, I gotta. Okay, now I'm gonna tell some scary stories, and maybe this will get Mars on a roll, so I can zone in. But okay. I don't know which section to start on. I think let's start with. I have an aunt who's not really my aunt by blood in any way, but she's my aunt, and she was like at my house. We were like hanging out, my mom, my aunt, me, and Dylan. And I don't know how we got on the topic, but we got on the topic, and it turned out that she was like in the shower one day, and she like leaned her head back to do like get the shampoo out of her hair or something, like wash something out of her hair, and she felt a pop, and she blacked out and fell in the shower, and saying she was fine. No concussions and other injuries, very lucky, but she just fucking like tilted her head back and just blacked out. And now Dylan was very horrified for that for a while. And I had also learned recently at the time that there's something called, I think it's called hairdresser syndrome. And basically what would happen is they saw like an uptick of people having like having strokes. I think it was just strokes in general, having strokes. And they had all like just been to like a hair salon like recently, and they were like, why is this like happen, like why is this a weird connection? Turns out what's happening is they would lean their neck back in the chair to get their hair washed, and they would do it in such a way that would like cause a micro tear in one of their blood vessels, and so it would cause like a clot, and then they would get a stroke later on, like days later. Pretty wild. So
that
stretch.
Is nuts.
Do stretch carefully. Do things slowly.
Yes.
The neck is
Stretching
a fragile thing, guys. I do want to stress that
God.
a lot.
The neck is a very,
the neck is incredibly fragile
thing.
for doing all of the
Do
shit
not
it
fuck
does,
with it.
Okay? So have good posture. Sit up straight. Give a little neck roll. Ooh, nice. My headphones are gonna fall off. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Stretch. You crack constantly. See, the cracking is unrelated. The cracking is unrelated. Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff. There's a reason that you can kill somebody by just a little whoop, and it's a lot less pressure than you think. Go on. It's a lot less pressure than you think.
Disclaimer, do not use this information.
Let the bone steak lie fully. Yes, don't shrimp it. Yes.
Let it inspire your fan fictions. Don't use it IRL.
Yes. Ah, there
Hold
you go.
into my closet to prove it. There you go.
All right, I finished my tea.
Very nice.
Mars on some sort of tangent so she can just keep talking. Ooh, I had the best hot chocolate I've gotten from a cafe in a long time today. I ended up going to an area for my job, and I was like, all right, I'm sitting here, it's cold, there's a cafe literally like 2 short blocks down, like 3-minute walk, really close. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go. And I was like debating, I'm always like, I don't like to get tea at these places because it's always just a bag of tea and hot water. Like, it's not special.
Yeah.
Like, I can do that at home.
It's just
right?
sad.
I don't want to do that. So I'm like, but I don't like coffee. So unless they have a fun special tea-related non-coffee drink, I try to get hot chocolate. And a lot of times it's disappointing, and it's like they just used packet hot chocolate. Usually in milk, though, so it's still better than, like, you know, the water packet, personally. But I went into this one, and I got hot chocolate, and I got it with a pump of hazelnut syrup. And it was the thickest hot chocolate I've had from a cafe, and it was delicious.
Really?
Oh my god, it was so rich. It was so good. And then I also got a turkey Swiss panini that had Granny Smith apple slices, apple butter, and chipotle on a panini. And the panini was beautifully paninied. That sourdough bread was so good and crunchy.
Ori, you're gonna have to send me the name of this place.
It's so good. So good.
I nearly treated myself to bubble tea after work today, but then I was like, I am so cold, I would rather something warm. And then I was just like, well, there's no place with good warm drinks around here. So I was just like, screw it, I'll make my own at home. Because I have not found a good cafe yet. In my area, I have yet to find a good cafe. I know there are some that exist, but when I'm driving back from work late at night, I'm just like, I want to know it's going to be there, and I want to know that it's going to be good.
Pastry Puff
that's
started.
all I ask.
Pastry Puff started season 2, Mars.
Season
They're
3?
ahead of you. Yeah, my brain.
Season 3 would be impressive. Pastry Puff would have to be a time traveler for that one.
So, oh my god, they've pulled ahead.
That's crazy. See, Pastry Puff, I'm waiting till the weekend. I gotta wait until everything calms down so I can actually enjoy.
Very smart of you not to say boba tea. Yeah. I don't like boba. I like the tea part, though. I like the tea part, though.
See, I do like the bubbles. I do not mind the texture of those, and I do have preferences for texture. Like, I could not eat bananas for the longest time because I could not stand the texture. So you would think like squishy fruit bubbles would be like, ew, get those away from. No, I really like them. I like the squish. As a kid, I also really liked the squish of Jell-O in the past, so that makes sense. Like, I feel like this all checks out. Hans! Giving us a lurk! Whoa.
Ooh, welcome, Hans. I've already messed up listening to this.
Good luck. How would you theorize a labiodental trill? What do you mean, enthuse? What do you mean by theorize? Produce? Teach? I'm trying to figure out what you mean by theorize. I'm sorry. It wasn't too bad today. Yesterday I came home with a headache. Today I did not, so at least I can say that much. But the brain is still not braining. I'm sorry.
Deselect the hair in the back.
A phonic that does not exist in any language. Oh. So, how could it exist?
But, so that's lip teeth, right? Labial dental?
So labiodental, labio referring to the lip, and dental referring to in between the teeth. So, TH, that's labio dental. Because you're in wait, hold on. Let me think. Labio? No, wait, am I thinking of interdental or... No. Sorry, I'm confusing it. Labiodental is F and V. That would be because you're putting your teeth on your lip. Okay, I was confusing that with interdental because I'm like, hold on a sec. But a trill, yeah. So how would you theorize that? I'm sorry, I'm still trying to make sense of the question. Just like, it's not possible to do? Like, there is no way to trill an F? There's no way to trill a V?
But I think, so what Enthuse is saying, like, how would you assume that it sounds? How would you, you know...
This is gonna sound so lame. It's gonna sound like a bumpy F. It's gonna sound like an F with bumps in it.
Couldn't it be a V?
I don't know.
Could it be
but
like
that's
a
more
V
of a
with bumps in
stutter.
it? Is it
Well, see,
theoretically
the only
a
difference
possible sound? That's what Enthuse is saying.
the only thing that's different between F and V is that your vocal folds are vibrating when you're doing a V because you can feel your throat vibrating. When you do an F, your vocal folds are not vibrating, so your voice is what we would call off. But I think in order to do a trill, one of the articulators has to move very quickly. Like you can move your tongue very quickly. Like that just happens. I think just because of placement, like your teeth are on your lip and that's where they stay. Like you're not moving them up and down quickly. You're not really doing anything. It's more so just air passing through. Like that's probably why a trill isn't possible in that case. But if it did exist, I imagine it would sound like a bumpy, like but obviously I'm not doing it. That's just me stopping and starting over and over. I can't produce that. It's interesting to think about, though. This is one of the things I wish we did in either my linguistics class or my phonology class, is where we kind of like, I wish we had an assignment where we could have made up some sounds just to kind of get the hang of it. And that would have been really cool. But sadly, my classes did not have that. I wish they did. Because then we could have come up with all types of cool sounds.
Okay, I did.
The labiodental flap. Okay, I gotta look that one up because I'm not familiar with that. Labiodental flap minus AI. Okay, I see a voiced labiodental flap. So voiced would mean it's on. Let's listen to what this sounds like. Okay. Found primarily in languages in Central Africa. Oh, that's very cool.
Sounds
okay.
like a part of the click languages, maybe.
So, I'm listening to the audio samples like va like va or something like that. I'm definitely not saying it correctly. If there's anyone in chat who does speak this, I profusely apologize. So, manner of articulation is flap, produced with a single contraction of the muscle so that the tongue makes very brief contact. Yeah, so... yeah, flap, a tap. Dental. Phonation is voiced. That's very cool. It's wild to think we're still adding stuff to IPA as recent as 2005. That's crazy. The fun things about language, it is always changing. Always adapting. Trying to think. I think, what was another interesting one I've heard about? I'm not sure. It's escaping me at the moment. Sorry, guys. Big brain hours are kind of off tonight.
Okay, I've done it. We've done it. We're trying.
Hori and I are both trying. So when you say tilt your head, do you mean like turn it or like a puppy dog tilt?
Okay, we're trying.
Silence.
I'm curious. I'm sorry. Oh shit. I'm trying to watch the thing.
Whoa. No, that's okay. That's okay.
We're focused.
Ooh, and Thu says, when I was learning Russian, there were sounds I did not know how to produce that I had to learn. Yeah, Russian's got a couple in there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the specifics. Russian was never one of the ones I studied. But they definitely got a few.
No, but so me learning to do the French accent as Verity, I was practicing how to do the for the R's, the throat
Oh, that's
R,
a big one.
because that's like, yeah, that's super big for the like doing the full French accent. And there was like a point where it's like I am like gagging. So I'm like, Mars, do you have any tip on how to do it? And I can't. You said do a g, right? And then try to in the back. So g.
Yeah,
so,
start with a g and then turn it into that
So I think I'm actually decent at
just
it.
to
Now we
kind
don't
of
have
ease
grenade.
yourself into it.
We don't have grenade to yell at me to tell me how horrible I'm doing. I'm butchering the French language, the French sounds. But I think I do okay. Agree to disagree.
I'd say it's definitely come along since that first time you demoed it for
to
me.
Like swallow it really hard, and that's when you start to gag. It's
well,
not
that's
as
when,
far back as you think it is.
Now you're going too far back.
But I think the very important thing about language is that you can teach yourself to make all the noises. Like you can learn.
Well, because if it exists in language, then a human being is capable of making
exactly. And like there was a lot of people. I always was very annoyed when I took language courses because a lot of people didn't care.
Well,
right?
I know Spanish drove you nuts because no one in our class pronounced the J's correctly.
Yeah, both Spanish and Italian.
No one was rolling their R's.
And it's specifically no. See, the rolling R's, at least I understand that's not a sound you make in English. You have to put in a significant amount of effort to learn how to do that, right? Like I understand that. But like when letters make the same noise as just a different letter you make in the English language, like you have no excuse, right? Like the J in Spanish just makes a normal English H sound, right? There's no fancy, you're not doing like hala or something. Like there's no other like things to it. It's just it's just there's nothing fancy, right? Doing the double L to make a Y noise is the same Y noise we have, right? And so that always pissed me off. The R's though, people who are like, oh, I just can't do it. No, you can do it. I wasn't like, I am Hispanic, like significantly. My grandmother is fluent in Spanish. My father is conversational, and I'm like, I can hear it and understand. I'm not particularly confident in talking, and I'm very good at writing it, but that's, much easier. I distinctly remember being a child and taking Spanish courses because I've taken like Spanish classes since like kindergarten, and they were, they talked about like the rolled R and like tres. Well, that's more like a flipped one, but like perro, right? And you roll your R. And I distinctly remember being like, because I know my dad can do it, because he can speak Spanish, Dad, teach me how to do that, right? And so it would be like literally in the car, we're like driving somewhere, and he would like teach me how to do it, and then one day I could do it, and then from now on I can do it. But I had to like put in effort as a child to learn how to do it.
Work and think about it.
Now it comes with no question, but it's okay, Mason. I think that no matter what I do, I'll never be that good at French. Spanish accent. I do a very good, like, when I speak Spanish, I speak with a very good accent. All of my, like, courses that I ever took with Spanish, as with, like, you know, when you had, like, the speaking part of tests, was always like, oh great.
The speaking
accent.
part of tests, the presentations.
Yeah, literally, my father was, like, going through, like, my very first laptop's hard drive, because he had, like, rediscovered it or something, and he was just having a good time. And he found, like, old Spanish project videos. There's one that's, like, the environment.
Wait, did he find the music video one that we made?
No, the only one I because I'm pretty sure that's a file you had, because you did the, like, final, the like, cut pro or whatever editing on it at the end.
Oh, you're right. Shit.
Yeah, so I think that's a file you have. No, I have one where it was just me, but it's, like, about the, like, talking about the weather and the environment or something, and I'm, like, a newscaster, but I do, like, the my brother Doc, my brother Shoe, you know, sort of thing, where it's all me, but I'm different people, but it's just me with, like, a lab coat on, or, like
you're playing multiple
or something.
roles.
And so it's like, back to you, Arnold, or whatever, and then it's just me with a lab coat, and I'm like, ah, yes, you know, the environment, and it's all in Spanish, obviously, but did I have to search up Beyonce a lot to have the E-grave accent?
I think that's supposed to be Lagarde.
Oh, no!
Maybe?
Lagarde came out just, like...
Is that what you... Did that get auto-corrected as talk?
Yeah.
I feel like it was Lagarde. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. Lagarde was just a spur of the moment. You mean when having to type it out? Type what? Oh, the E.
Oh, you mean for...
Oh,
for the accent over the E?
No, I literally just search up E accent. E with accent. or Enye. Tilde. N with tilde.
And with tilde. There's also a way to set your keyboard to have it too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do in Thus.
Yeah, same here. Like E with accent, E with tilde. Copy, paste, done. That's how we like to do it. Although when I did take Japanese in college, I did set up my computer so that the keyboard did change to Japanese keyboard, which was pretty cool. Oh no, you have to do a trust the process.
Yeah.
Trust the process, Ori. It's gonna be okay.
Is she using the pen?
Okay, I don't know why the whole chat just glitched on my end when you put that in Thus, but that was pretty funny. Okay. My end of chat just like bugged out. I don't know if anyone else's did.
Oh my gorb. Oh my gorb.
Oh my gorb. Trust. The nose is not wonky. Trust.
No, I can't. What has happened? No. Okay, this doesn't look right at all. We're gonna do better. She like, what happened here? Come back.
I know that's watashi wa. I gotta remember my katakana now. I know that's
Okay, she like squishes this one in.
E.
And moves over.
Hold on. Is that Maru or Tenten? I'm pretty sure that's Maru.
Oh god, oh god. This is, I hate to trust the process.
No. Don't tell me, Mason. I'm gonna translate this. I just gotta remind myself what kanakata is what. Let's see. No, that is 1010. That is not Maru. You're introducing yourself, Doi. I don't know why the katakana was throwing me so much. I'm like, okay, I know that's Watashi wa something something des. Sounds like an introduction. But it's definitely not the name Mazen. I knew that much.
Oh my god, oh my god.
I'd recognize the katakana M because I had to write my name with a katakana M for Mars, obviously. Obviously.
Trust the process, Ori. Trust the process.
You gotta trust the process, Ori.
Okay. That's not as bad as I was seeing.
Enthuse, are you introducing yourself as well?
Why does the head...
I sadly don't know that one. Believe me, guys, if I could, I'd want to know every single language on the planet.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Again, this is why we need to be immortal.
Oh yeah.
I did figure it out, Mazen. I just wasn't sure if you wanted me to say it, because that seems like your real name. I know you shared that with me and Ori. I didn't know if you wanted me to announce it on chat. I want to respect your privacy. But yes, I did figure it out. Oh, so that's how you would spell enthuse. That's wild.
Okay.
Computational linguistics. So, Estrog, I'm curious, how is that different from like straightforward linguistics? Yeah, I've mentioned it before, Mazen? All right. So if you want me to say it, so that first symbol, watashi, means I. That little wa is the connector, Jesus Christ. So basically, it translates to I am Bianca. Or I'm Bianca. And then you have the des on the end, because we are being formal right now. That was one of the funny things, learning Japanese. And I'm trying to remember in which class we did. I don't think it was the introduction course. I think it was either Japanese 2 or Japanese 3. Believe it or not, I did make it to Japanese 4. That was a wild time. I think it was in Japanese 2 when we started learning more. Because Japanese 2, yeah, that would have been the second semester. So I think we started learning about the difference between formal and informal during that time. And it was like, wow, the rules change so much. Depending on who you're speaking to. Ooh, deciphering through logic. Okay, Estrog, you just reminded me of a game. And I want to make sure I'm giving you the right title here. It's called Chance of Something. Chance of Something. Chance of Sennar. Chance of Sennar, spelled Sennar. I'll copy paste it in chat for you. But since you mentioned like solving languages through like reverse engineering, so in this game, oh, you have it. Okay, then you already know how great it is. You already know how incredible it is. I only played the demo of it, but I gotta say, the whole premise, so to catch chat up, the whole premise of that game is there's a lost civilization and the language has been lost as well. This is a very rudimentary explanation. I've only played the demo. But your little character goes in and you're trying to figure out what words mean what. And they speak through these little symbols. So you go through the game and you have to figure out like, oh, this symbol means water. This symbol means go and little things like that. But then as you progress in the game, you run into other languages that use different symbols. So now you're not only trying to figure out like what corresponds to English, now you're trying to figure out what symbol from this language corresponds to a symbol from this language, which corresponds back to English, and it becomes really interesting. I'm waiting for like a sale to get it because I really want to play it. The demo was really fun. Although that stealth section was not my favorite. Maybe I'm just bad at game. But I signed up to be a translator, not a stealth person. Yeah, sometimes Maze. It's still formal, although there are some where it feels like you just drop whole endings or whole conjugations. Still feels pretty informal. It's just wild how much of it you have to keep track, because then you get into formal when you're talking to like friends or like seniors, and then you get into workplace culture and the language you have to use there. Now, I did not go that far. I think I would have if I took Japanese 5, but I only made it up to, hold on. I did intro, then I did 1, then I did 2, 3. Yeah, so I don't think I ever took 5. No, I didn't take 5 because I had to take all my major classes that final semester. That was the first semester I wasn't taking Japanese. So sad. So yeah, I never even touched workplace grammar or formalities. No dichotomy is not a typo. It is not a typo at all. Ooh, Heaven's Vault. Is that also on Steam? Guys, you're making me do research. Oh, there's a demo for this one too. Oh, I like the art style. Okay, this looks cool. I could be here for this. Another language game? Sure, add it to my wish list. Why not? Guys, you're gonna turn me into a PC gamer by doing this.
Oh, we're doing it.
I don't want to be a PC gamer.
Why not?
I don't have a good computer.
Okay, you think games like this need a good computer? If they're a Switch game, they don't need that good of a computer.
I'd like to have a setup that's like actually, you know, conducive to playing for many hours.
Well, that's your next investment, I guess.
Trust everyone as Sama. I feel like people appreciate it when tourists at least try. Like, guys, it's not hard. Just respect the culture of the place that you're in. That's all you gotta do. Sometimes I'll look at some of these travel blogs and I'll be like, what are you doing? Stop. And then you have people from that culture telling these people to stop. And I'm like, yeah, see, even they want you to stop. Oh, I see a question from Federico. Have you ever saw a work of fiction and as a writer said, this is bad writing, how could they get that wrong? Ooh, I feel like yes. I think a recent example coming to mind. This is bad writing, how could they get that wrong? See, I wouldn't say this book had bad writing. So, Ori, you gotta remind me. There was a book you lent me. There were 2 in the series.
A magic
tea and poison. A magic steeped in poison.
And a venom darkened sweet. I think that's what it's called.
A venom darkened sweet. Okay, so that was the second book in the series.
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily had bad writing. It just had one element of it that I really could not stand. The first one was really good.
The second one?
The first one was really good. But the second book was kind of meh. And I'll tell you guys why. So the second book had this, I'm going to call it gimmick or even trope, where you spend some time with one character in one chapter, and then you spend some time with another character in another chapter. So you got dueling viewpoints going on. So you spend some time with one, go to another, go back. I've seen plenty of books do that and do it well. what didn't work so great in this particular iteration is that you had the main character, and she was the one that we followed since the first book, very consistently. Ori, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think in the first book they had dueling viewpoints. I think it was just hers straight through.
Yeah, no, the first book was all her straight through.
I feel like that kept the plot very focused and very streamlined because you were with her throughout the entire journey. You never had to like switch it up. But like that can be done well. So where did it go wrong here? One of the biggest reasons for doing a dueling viewpoint like this, at least in my opinion, is to show different perspectives. And that doesn't have to be like, oh, this character feels differently about that. It doesn't have to be done for that reason. It can literally be done in character A is in this part of the world and experiencing this part of the plot. Character B is in this part of the world and experiencing this part of the plot. And it's happening separately, but both plot lines come together. That's what I think they were trying to do with A Venom Dark and Sweet. But what ended up happening was you read the chapter with the main character who you're used to. You're used to seeing, you're used to being around. And you get the exposition through the world around her. Like she'll see how the people are being affected. You don't have to apologize, Mason. I'm not entirely sure what you're apologizing for. You're good. You're okay. I'm on a tangent right now. So if I haven't responded to a question, I promise you I will get to it. It's only me tonight. I want Ori to focus. So you have the main character who you love, who you followed, who's gotten you through the first book. And again, she sees how the people are being affected. She sees how the community is affected. And it's done by her talking with other people. So she's learning about the world very organically. Meanwhile, you get through that part of the chapter. And then you get to the next chapter where you switch to the love interest's perspective. We get to hang with the character Kang. Wow, I remember his name very well because I guess, I always remember the characters I didn't like very well.
Now I can only think about Kang from Reeds, which is a
Marvel?
great character.
Oh, yes. No, freaking Kang from Reeds is amazing. But, oh my gosh, Kang's chapters were so wasted in this book because we had already learned about what was happening in the world from the main character's perspective. And then we jump to Kang's perspective, and it's the exact same thing. It's just spelled out. So his chapters were very like, oh, did you already pick up on the thing happening in the other chapter? Well, here it is spelled out for you, very in your face. And I'm just like, that bothered me because I'm like, we're not seeing this from his perspective, right? We're just seeing atrocities, just like outright, no opinions put to them. Just here's what's happening, here's the action, and here's what's going on. And it's the thing we already learned about in the previous chapter. So, in that case, yes, Federico, I would say, yeah, how could they do that wrong? How could they not give us a more interesting perspective? How could they not rework this in a way where it feels, that's what it felt like. It felt redundant. It felt like I already learned about this thing. Why am I hearing it again? And that really bothered me about that book. Oh, that reminded me of another book with a dueling perspective. So guys, right before the year ended last year, I read City of Brass. Because I was in the library, I was browsing the adult section, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should take something out. Why not? I'm here, I might as well. Ooh, this looks cool. Sci-fi fantasy? Hell yeah, sign me up. I'm so here for this. So, the sci-fi fantasy is very interesting. It takes place in basically kind of a futuristic meets magical Arabian setting, which is very cool. I was here for that. And the main character is a con artist who pretends to be a doctor and swindles people of their riches because she'll recommend, oh my goodness, you're so sick, like your lifeline is so short. You know what you should do? You should go to the countryside for a while, get some fresh air, clear your lungs, like really get rid of this sickness. And then while they're gone on that healing trip, she'll sneak into their house and steal all their shit. It was a very good introductory chapter because you get on board with the main character. You love seeing how clever she is, but then you also find out like the reason she's stealing all this stuff is because she grew up on the streets and she actually does want to travel to one of the great schools. That's what they call them in the book. And be an actual doctor. Like she actually wants to practice medicine. This is just kind of like a means to an end. She doesn't plan to stay in this life forever. So you kind of admire her for that. Then the plot progresses and you find out like there's jinns, there's dark creatures that I'm struggling to remember the name of now. But what is important is that another character is introduced. He is a jinn. The world thinks him to be an evil spirit, but of course there's a whole backstory to it that you find out as the book goes on. Guys, I didn't realize there was going to be smut in this book.
Ooh.
And I was not ready for the out of nowhere
unexpected spice.
Romance. The unexpected spice I was not prepared for. Like, it stopped being a sci-fi fantasy so quickly because, oh my god, they start traveling through the desert and it takes for freaking ever. I swear to God, there were 8 chapters of them being in this godforsaken desert. No, literally. But instead of there being stands and like kakyoing to keep me going, I'm stuck with this asshole Jin who's just like, main character, I promise I'll tell you everything that's going on, but for now I'm gonna lie to you and make you come with me. And I'm just like, stop doing that. You are a terrible character. Like, literally, every time this character spoke, it was literally a back and forth between him and the main character going, why didn't you tell me this about my heritage? Why didn't you tell me there were all these evil beings after me? And he's like, I swear there's a good reason, and I promise I will tell you after we get away. And I'm like, dude, you've done this 7 goddamn times. I'm ready to throttle you. And it gets worse. So sad, guys. I was so ready to love that book and love the world it was creating. And then they did that, and I was just like, okay, I think we're done here. But I didn't put it down. Because I was like, you know what? I'm committed. I've been 8 chapters in the desert. I'm gonna finish. And then when they get to this lost city they're looking for, it's not much better. The main character starts making some really out of character decisions, and I'm like, in the first chapter, you painted her as really clever. And I know you're trying to paint her as out of her element, but there's out of your element and dumb. Yes. I'm sorry. It was so rough. Psychic damage just thinking about. Yeah, it was bad, Esther. How about Spaceship Tiramisu? Ooh, spaceship. Well, that was a dumpster fire. Purely because it was just, I don't know what to blame it on, per se. I just don't think the jokes were made for us. It was very much like a, haha, sex innuendo, sex is funny, guy obsessed over girl is funny type jokes, and I was just like, there are shows that do that I can tolerate. But variety definitely helps. And Spaceship Battle Tiramisu, at least for the few episodes that Ori and I watched, was just like back-to-back sexual innuendos, back-to-back sex jokes, back-to-back, like, really pathetic main character. that we couldn't stand. Oh, we were so ready to like him, you guys. We were so ready to like him, and then he just does the most disgusting shit. I don't even know if I chalk that up to bad writing, because I know there's lots of anime out there that do rely on that type of humor. Like, guys, there's a reason I don't watch harem anime. There's a reason I don't watch like anything more than like romance or anything like that, because I'm just like, ugh, no, I don't want that. I definitely know what genres I like, especially in terms of humor. Yeah, Spaceship Owl Tiramisu was rough. I will say the first episode did make me laugh a little bit, because there were some more, like, there were more jokes about situations than it was about like the innuendos and stuff. But then they started going into like the sexual situations, and Ori and I were just like, no, we're done. We're done here. Too rough for us. No, thank you. Transports inside the book and chokes the annoying character. Oh, guys, do you want to hear about the first book rage that little Mars ever had? The first time I felt hatred toward a book, it wasn't one of the classics. It was actually just, honestly, a random book. I don't even remember why I picked it up. But it was called How to Steal a Dog. Now, I was very much in my phase where I was like, oh, there's a cute dog on the cover. I'm going to read it. Like, guys, I read A Dog's Life, A Dog's Purpose. There was a sequel to A Dog's Life that talked about the brother. I don't know if I read that one, though. I feel like I did. But anyway, so I picked up this book called How to Steal a Dog. Now, the main character basically does... Oh, it wasn't Marley and Me first. It was not Marley and Me first. In fact, I think it actually was A Dog's Life was the first one I picked up. That one, I hope I'm thinking of the right one. Let me double check. A Dog's Life. Yeah, that was the one with the black and white dog. Her name was Squirrel. An autobiography of a stray. Yes, that was the one I read. God, I read that one, I think, in middle school. And that was one of the ones that I literally finished in a single night. Like, I was up until 3 a.m. reading that. And that book made little Mars cry. Like, I was sobbing. I went downstairs for some hot chocolate because I was like, I'm so sad. My mom saw me awake. She's like, what are you doing up at this hour? I'm like, reading a book. And she's like, if you're reading, why are you sad? And I'm like, I proceeded to describe the whole plot to her. And she was like, that sounds really depressing. Why are you reading that? And that's where I had to say, no, it's really good. Like, the characters are really good. And I'm like, on this dog's journey. And guys, that's when I realized, angst was gonna be the path, apparently. Angst was gonna be the path. It is funny that I have not read the Marley and Me books. I think I just have to draw the line at the dog outright not making it. Because I will say, A Dog's Life, it's got harsh moments, but the dog does make it. And even in A Dog's Purpose, like, yes, the dog dies, but he makes it multiple times at least. So, I don't know, balance, I guess. If you're, why are you sad? Not those kinds of books. She's definitely not reading those books. My mom reads books to feel happy. I know, I don't get it either. I don't know who would choose to live that way. So weird, so strange. Would that disqualify Moby? I don't think it would disqualify Moby Dick. I don't think I'd get attached to the whale. No offense to the whale. I feel like that book's got some other stuff going on. Meanwhile, A Dog's Life, like, puts you in the head of the dog. Same with A Dog's Purpose. But going back to the original book, How to Steal a Dog. So it's about a young girl. And her name is, I think it's either Georgia or Georgina. I know it's a variation of one of them. But basically, the story is about how her family fell on hard times. Her mom is a single working mom, and they are living out of their car for the time being when the story starts. And basically, Georgina is fed up with that style of living. And she goes, well, I'm going to find a way to get us some money. Like, mom isn't putting in the effort, even though mom works like 5 jobs. So she decides, because she was inspired by a lost and found sign, someone had put up a lost and found sign, like $100 reward. And of course, to a young kid, $100 is a lot of money. Surely that will get us a place to live. So she decides, well, I can't find that dog. It's probably already been returned. I'm going to steal a dog and then get the reward money for it. So she goes through this whole process of determining, like, which dog is the most loved in this community, who's going to shell out the most money to get their dog back. And at one point, so she does go through with it. She does end up stealing the dog, and she makes her brother an accomplice. Her younger brother is an accomplice to the plot. And after she takes the dog, she runs into the woman searching for it on the streets. And the book paints her as like this very kindly old lady. The dog seems to be all she has, like that's her only family left. And this character goes to this woman's house. First they're invited in, they have tea and everything. And she starts saying, why don't we make wanted posters? And the old lady's like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? And she goes, you should put this much money as a reward. And the woman like nearly has a heart attack. She's like, that much goodness. And she's like, do you love your dog? And the woman's like, you're right, I do. And puts that much money. And I'm just like, even at, what was I, 9, 10 years old, I was like, wow, this kid is a brat. I hated that main character so much. I think the coup de grace for me was at the end of the book, she does come clean to the lady. She returns the dog and she does it without taking the reward money. Here's dichotomy. Nice. You get to listen to me rant about a book that younger me did not
and
like.
We make horrifying things happen.
We do make horrifying things happen.
Because I might
So yeah, at the end of the book. Oh, wow.
I told you.
Yowzas.
Horrifying things happen.
Trust the process, indeed.
Yeah. Is that what this?
So yeah, guys, the coup de grace of this book. She returns the dog. She comes clean to the woman at the end. And she does not get the reward money, you know, because she stole. But I remember the scene so clearly. Now, this book is all told in first-person perspective. So you are in this character's head. You're hearing I, me, and the whole time it's just like, poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me. I'm just like, oh my God, shut up. But even as she's returning the dog, you step into her head again for a moment where she's like, I felt so bad. I thought Mrs. So-and-so would come over and comfort me, but she just stood there. And again, 9 to 10-year-old me was like, yeah, you don't deserve comfort. You stole her pet. Bye. Of course, by the end of the story, they do end up getting a place to live, and it's a happy ending. But I was like, oh my God, this character is a brat. Like, there's even a scene in the book where she yells at her mom for being a bad parent. Because she's like, we don't have a house to live in. A good parent would make sure we're in a house. I'm like, bitch, your mom's working 5 jobs. I don't know. That one just really irritated me. That was a for fun book too. I didn't even pick that for a school assignment or anything. That was supposed to be for fun. No house?
No house.
Is that what the Megamind meme?
Yeah.
No house?
No house? No homes?
Yeah, I did not like that book. Oh, the dog was fine. The dog was very well taken care of throughout the whole book. She was feeding it scraps that she got from her mom's workplace.
Okay.
Graveyard shift.
I might have to do this
God,
differently.
I felt so
than
bad for the mom in
she's
that
doing.
story. And the brother. He was just an innocent bystander. Even the brother at one point was telling his sister, "Are you sure this is a good idea? I feel bad about doing this. Does this make us bad people when Mrs. So-and-so is crying every night about her lost pet?" I'm like, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think why that struck a chord with me so much. I think it's because, guys, you know me as a pet owner, a certified cat owner. I would be pissed if someone took my cat solely to get money out of me. I mean, I would pay it if it meant getting my cat back, but I'd be pissed. I think I just sympathized with the older woman in that story way too much. I was like, she's missing her pet and that's her only family. You monster. How old were the kids in the book? I remember the main character was middle school, and then the little brother was elementary school. Because they did go to school. They did mention not bullies, but they did mention like the teachers talking with the mother and asking like, "Oh, how's everything at home?" And like no one knew this family had lost their house. It wasn't a bad premise. I think it was just not the book for me. Maybe someone else would enjoy that book. How to Steal a Dog. And the cover was yellow. It had a little Jack Russell Terrier on the front.
I love
sitting up begging for a bone at the end of a string. Wow, that's the detail that sticks in my brain, really? Go figure.
Yes.
But yeah, that book really ticked me off. I don't know if I'd feel any different if I reread it. Now that I have, a greater understanding of the world, and especially kids' psychology, maybe I'd be a bit more understanding as an adult, but middle school me was not taking any punches. I was like, wow, this main character's a bitch. What a monster. Free idea, top book characters I hate, and here is why. Ooh. Well, I'm curious, chat, do you have any books and or book characters that you hate? I'm trying to now think of characters specifically, because that's an interesting one. What are we talking about, Allie? Well, tonight seems to be the night Mars is just going off into a whole bunch of different tangents. Some related to language, some related to reading, writing, books, frustration. Honestly, it's whatever you guys prompt me to talk about, and off I go.
This is...
Choose wisely. The train does not stop often.
Or he's trying to figure out how she wants to do this, because
dichotomy?
The way that the person did it is not conducive to my brain space. So I kind of need to take the basic... I also do find that having the glasses certainly does not help the forming, because they need to be outside this deformer. I basically trial ran it, and now I have to figure out how I want to actually do it. Chin ear, I see the dangles, they gotta be different. They gotta be on their own. They gotta be not in this one. It's too much stuff going on. Okay. Now I think I can do this in a way that makes sense with my head. That's not what I wanted to do.
That's what we like to see.
Because I'm definitely I understand the premise, but now following it exactly is not helping me.
Oh, so dichotomy. I would say hate. Like actual hate. Because Georgina from that book, I did not like her. I did not like her at all. Again, don't know if that would change if I read it nowadays. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up in chat, see if I missed anybody. Because I was ranting for a while. If it is well written, it must make you feel things the author meets. Oh yeah, Federico. I assume you were talking about back when I was talking about A Dog's Life. I mean, that I think was very well written. It really like put you in this dog's shoes and you felt what she was going through. It also helps that you literally start like at the beginning when she was a puppy, and then the book literally lasts until she's old age.
Oh, did you ever read A Dog's Purpose?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mentioned that one. Yeah. I love that one.
That one I cried real hard. A lot.
Yeah. Did you ever see the movie for that one,
No,
Ori?
I literally... Okay, so I read that book, right, because the author has the same name as me. That's why I picked it up. I like dogs, so, you know.
Oh, that's cool. Hilarious.
So I was like, okay, cool. I read it, obviously cried a lot. I was definitely like, oh my god, so much. I had also read Marley and Me, and we watched the Marley and Me movie. So,
I would never.
Well, so because of that, I basically said like, never again.
No more dog movies.
No more dog movies of books I read about dogs that I already cried with the book, right? Like that's the whole thing, right? I already cried at the book. Did you
not think you were going to cry watching the movie after reading the book?
It's more like I thought that I knew it was gonna happen, right? Like I knew that was gonna happen. So I kind of thought like, okay, I'm it's not gonna be as bad, basically, right? Like that's I think where my mind was.
Yeah, but instead of imagining it, now you get to see it.
Yeah. My mom and I were massive sobbing messes. Okay, it was her idea. She'll never live it down. And
I feel like everyone's parents have that one movie that they can never live down that they took their kid to go see. My mom's was Bridge to Terabithia. I don't know why Bridge to Terabithia was not part of our curriculum. To my understanding, it was part of literally everybody else's.
Really?
But for some reason, it was never a part of mine. Yeah. So I never read the book.
Okay.
Now, why is that such a big deal? Well, for doing very well on a report card, my mom decided to take little Mars to the movie theater to go see this cool new fantasy movie that was coming out, and they're using their imagination, and there's trolls and fairies, and it's gonna be such a good time. It's gonna be like The Secret Garden, at least in my mom's mind it was going to be. And of course, me not knowing anything was like, sure, I'll go see this movie with you, Mom. And we walk into the movie theater. We sit down, we're watching the movie. I'm having a relatively good time throughout the majority of it, you know? They got some cool monsters, they got some cool creatures. It's very whimsical. I really liked the character Leslie. I really liked the character Leslie. She was very cool. She was what I wanted to be at that age. Just like a free spirit. And spoiler for the book and the movie, Bridge to Terabithia.
I'm not gonna put it.
Leslie dies.
Very early.
Very early and very horribly.
Yeah, I blocked that part out.
Because what was so bad about it? So the way Leslie dies, there is a rope that she and I forget the boy's name.
Yeah.
But there's a rope that she and him use to swing across a river to get to Terabithia. And in the beginning of the movie, when they first discover this rope, they make it very whimsical. They make it very fun. They make it very playful. They're playing the music. They got the camera shots. The sun is shining. It's very heavenly, lit. And it's like, wow, that makes you want to do it yourself. That makes you wish you were there. The way Leslie dies is her friend wasn't there that day, so she decided to go to Terabithia by herself. When she swung across the rope, it snapped. She hit her head on a rock and drowned in the river. Now, none of this is shown on screen. None of it is shown on screen. It's all off screen. But just the idea that something that was originally so fun and so whimsical and so like you wanted to do it yourself suddenly turned, oh my God, someone died from, like, that was a turn Little Mars was not ready for. And then following that, you got the funeral scene. You got the scene where he's running away from the dark shadow that's representative of death. And little me could not handle. I burst into tears. I started crying. My mom was not the only one who made this mistake, because that entire theater was full of bawling children. We were just all our eyes out, and you could feel the collective regret from every parent in that room. And I will never let my mom live that down. I am never letting her live that down. Anytime she picks a movie, I'm like, oh, is it like Bridge to Terabithia? She just gives me a dead stare, is like, no. Oh, sorry, Mom. That one's gonna follow you for a long time. Would it have been better if I know about the book beforehand? Because I didn't even know it was based on a book.
Probably
My
would've been
mom
better,
did not
yeah.
know it was based off a book. Maybe it would have been better. At least I would have known what was coming.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was like, oh man, like that was like on the same level as Charlotte from Charlotte's Web dying. I was like, oh boy, whew, right in the feels. How dare you? That was terrible. But, you got me on a tangent again, Ori. I'm trying to keep up with all these questions.
Not sorry.
I think I got this one. Let's see. Oh, your least favorite is Catcher in the Rye, Mason? See, I never read that one either. Just not in my curriculum. I'm like, I think I gotta backtrack, guys. I think I gotta backtrack in my adult years and go through some of the classics. Because we were missing a couple.
Years XY.
I will say I did like The Outsiders when they picked The Outsiders for us, and I also liked The Giver. I really liked The Giver.
I had read The Giver
Not
before.
like the movie it was based on.
I thought the book came first.
The movie it was based on. The movie, I said that wrong.
Oh,
Did not
okay.
like the movie, the book. No.
You didn't
What?
like the movie.
Hang
You
on.
didn't like the movie.
Did not like the movie.
Done.
Period. Jesus
Say less
Christ.
words. Say less.
I'm
Mars.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Why can I not? I would like
Princess Bubblegum Candy. I shan't try to change your mind, Dichotomy. I just know I ship her and Marceline very, very much. Ooh. Let's see what Allie has to say. One book. Ooh, this is a long one. Let's see. No wonder I'm so behind. Main character has to return magic to save her people. Okay, decent premise. Prince of the Kingdom chase the main characters. Discovers he's one of them. Ooh, loved that. Goes back on all his development and goes back with his evil dad. Wait a sec. That wasn't Articus Fowl, was it?
Artemis Fowl?
Did I say Articus? I meant
Yeah,
Artemis.
you did.
Good God, my brain. Jesus Christ. I'm taking a sip of tea, you guys. I'm taking a sip of tea.
Yeah, take a minute. Take a sec. Goodness.
It's been a long day.
Nope.
Stone Fox. Mason, what was that one about? Sounds interesting. Controversy with the film. No, I didn't. What was the controversy, Estra? in today's episode of How Is This a PG? It was a PG because they didn't show an on-screen death. It all happened off-screen. Don't you know you could do the most violent things as long as it's off-screen?
Yeah.
You could do whatever the hell you want. Wasn't there... Oh, what was that movie? There was a movie, I think it starred Macaulay Culkin, and he gets killed off by bees because he's allergic.
Yes,
And
it's called like the Blackberry
happens...
Bush or something, or the Blueberry Street, something like that. It has a bee berry in it.
I have no idea what it's called. The only thing I remember from that movie is the scene where the bees are attacking him, and then the camera cuts away to just his glasses falling on the ground. But the implication is, you know what happened, because there's a funeral scene after this scene.
Well, in the book, you literally, like it's literally like they left him. He's allergic to bees, and so, like, you literally watch him, like, swatting it around as the main character, like, walks by and is like, he's just a weirdo. And then you watch him writhing on the ground, dying of asphyxiation. In the book, like, that's the character watches him doing that, and they're like, he's just a weirdo. Jeez. Right? Like, he's a weirdo. So they just leave him be. So he fucking dies. On the front lawn.
I never read the book. Christ.
No. I read that book in school, and I picked it up thinking that, like, oh, it was like when like his best friend is no longer around, you know, something, and it's like, oh, my friend just moved away. Let me read this. Nope, he fucking dies.
That's it. That struck reminded me. It was My Girl. That's the movie.
Oh.
Is there a book based?
Yeah, that's a book I read.
Is there a book that...
It's called Blueberry something, or
Blueberry.
It's a Berry Street.
Based on...
either way,
I sure hope it was not based on a true story. A book based on a script. Okay, but was it based off a book?
Okay, the
book follows
that
the
I'm
movie
talking
very
about
closely.
Is called A Taste of Blackberries, I think.
A Taste of Blackberries.
Yes. Yep, he dies of a bee sting allergic to bees. That's the book I'm talking about.
Jeez. This was a common enough way to kill off characters. It came up twice in children's books. Damn.
A Taste of Okay, I literally looked up A Taste of Blackberries movie, and in Reddit, okay, I don't know why it's r/Gen X, but somebody made a post and it says, A Taste of Blackberries made me side-eye the movie My Girl.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just found the Reddit.
Why would you side-eye My Girl? Apart from the blatant plagiarism, of course. So yes, but no.
Okay, that answers that question.
A Taste of Blackberries was the book that the movie My Girl was based on. Okay, I'm not insane.
No, you're not. It's just an entirely different name.
Yeah. Dumb. That's all I remember about that book, if I'm being honest. I would have watched a movie called A
Taste of Blackberries.
Okay, guys, this okay. We gotta back up a second into movie titles and just property titles. Titles should be short enough that they are easy to remember and write, but long enough or unique enough that they're not just like words that like go with anything. A big example of this, people really dislike Up as a movie name because what is up? You know, like what?
The house goes up.
Well, yes, but like
the balloons
you
go
can't.
Up. Ellie goes up.
Oh yeah, but you can't like copyright a word like that. You know, that's the weirdness about it. Why is the nose wrong? Oh no, where did I fuck the nose?
Don't fuck the nose, Ori.
Okay, it's okay here.
I miss creative title names.
Well, I think, and
Land Before
correct me if I'm wrong,
Time,
I
Secret of
think that
Nim. Come
Outcast
on.
is good. Maybe a little generic, but I still think it's on the higher side. But then when you have names that are like,
I mean, I may be
was
biased,
reborn
but
as the
I think
villainess or
there's some
something.
meaning to it.
Yeah, when the light novels is just the plot synopsis.
Well, when the light
right?
novel is literally just the summary.
Yeah, the noun is such a boring title name. Up. No, see,
Okay,
it's
well,
too
now,
long,
now I'm
Allie.
curious. How do you feel about the description titles like Tangled, Frozen, the adjective titles?
Tangled is better than Up. Up is such like a basic word, right? Tangled is better. Moana,
Because the movie poster for Down, though.
not terrible.
I mean, that's literally just the main character's name.
It's never too late, Mason. I would say it's never too late if you really don't like it. If you have a better idea.
I feel like as the creator, you can change anything as long as you're not too deep in.
And I think especially since you've
couch?
re-upped your thing, this is now the time. Since you're like reposting it on its own website, I feel like now's the time.
Okay, that should not have made me laugh as hard as it does.
Okay.
The poster for Down in the
working.
couch. Oh, curse my dark humor.
Uh-oh. I can only imagine.
I mean, it's the opposite of Down, so...
You mean the opposite of Up? Yeah, I got it.
Well, amazing. When it comes to titles, like, you could think about the characters, you can think about theming, you could think about, like, a different aspect you want to highlight in the title. Because I know for Outcast, the two layers going on there, I mean, they're all outcasts. They're all outcasts from society. But then we also decided to spell with an E because caste
Like
system kind of alludes to the
caste
discrimination
system.
going on in the outcast world. Naming a story is really hard. That's honestly one of the hardest parts I find when it comes to fanfiction, because, like, how do I sum up everything that happens in this single title and make that title interesting enough that people want to check it out? That's the balance.
Okay.
I've definitely had my fair share of good and bad titles over the years.
The ears in it.
I'm almost at tea.
Okay.
Did you go wibbly wobbly? At least you didn't go timey wimey.
Yes,
None
I'm
of us are blinking
trying
in and out of existence this time.
to make it work. We're trying real hard.
Well, see, Allie, that's the balance. Because you don't want to give too much away, but you still gotta give something away. Just a little something title-wise so people know what they're getting into. No, her face is not a cube. So we haven't entered cursed territory yet. Nope. She's side-eyeing us now.
I don't know if she's at that part yet.
It's so interesting watching the process.
It's very weird. This, like I said, was gonna be the hard part. And now I'm honestly probably just gonna do a lot of...
See? Even Allie says bombastic side-eye.
a lot of goofing now, I think.
ooh, does the back of the head need to be designed? I feel like not the whole back, right, Ori? Just like the little part that you're gonna see when she turns.
So yeah, you do have like a back hair bit. I called it hair base. So you can see that there is like a layer here with the like back of the head, because you have to, when I turn my head, it's what you would see, right? So when she's flat, you really don't see it, like you can't see the ear and everything. But when you turn, all of this is exposed. So I had to draw what would be exposed, basically.
I wish you the best of luck, Maze. I think Ori and I went through, what was it, 4 different names before we settled on Outcast.
I honestly barely remember.
I think I still have them. Let me see.
I remember
I'm pretty
more
sure I
the
still have them.
logo generation than anything else.
Oh yeah. I literally just found it. I found the original title ideas that we had.
Nice. Okay.
So aside from Outcasts, we had Hotzen on board, Bestia Seeds or Bestia Mare, or Endemic. I think that was one you wanted. Endemic.
Yeah, I definitely would have been the person to think of that.
Yeah. Outcast just has that oomph we were looking for.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Oh, what is it, Remy? Also, welcome.
Yes, hello. Oh gosh, please. Okay, I think I have to do this again.
I think the reason we liked Outcast the most was because it represented what the characters were, it represented what the society was, it represented the overarching themes and lessons. And it really came together. They do set the tone of a series.
That's what I want.
I got trapped on an abandoned island. The pirates kind of like me. Oh.
Okay, this.
Oh, he
Bangs.
wins? Man, I'm gonna have to be quicker next time, Remy.
Mhm.
Have to be quicker.
What the hell happened? Why are you all together again? Oh, you're not. I'm just being weird.
They don't
Okay.
want to be separated.
I'm just being weird. I'm just being weird. It was just me. It was just me.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Dummy. Don't forget. No, stop.
It's really funny watching you freak out when I have no idea what the hell's going on.
Why?
Because I'm just like,
What the hell?
everything looks normal. She's clicking things. It looks fine. Why the freak out?
Okay, there we go. Figuring it out. Basically, I have to make sure that all of these deformers are centered, because then I can flip it, basically. And if I can't flip it, then I'm in Bad News Bears territory. And that's what we don't want.
We definitely don't want Bad News Bears territory.
To be able to flip it. Because basically, I really don't want to break it accidentally.
Oh, the other names sound like steampunk cities. I could see it, Allie. I think part of the reason I vetoed Endemic was because it just sounded too much like Pandemic to me.
And we made this, like, we started making this during,
this is
like,
2020.
COVID.
I think we should avoid that.
So, for those who don't know, endemic is specifically something that is, like, special to a specific place. It is endemic to that specific place. So...
Which also could be argued fits the theme of our story.
Yeah, it did fit.
You wouldn't have picked it as an option if it didn't.
Yeah, exactly. but it definitely
it didn't have that zing. I feel like we can save it for sure.
I mean, could be the next one, depending on how.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds like a title, just maybe not for the seas, but for a steampunk city, as Ali
it's not
said.
steampunk, aetherpunk. We're not very specific. I'm very adamant. It is not steampunk.
Well,
it is aetherpunk.
Wait, so you said endemic is about like something special belonging to a special place?
So like lemurs are endemic to Madagascar. They only exist in Madagascar. So they are endemic
so synonymous
to Madagascar.
with native.
No. Synonymous to native to one very specific place. Squirrels are not endemic to anywhere. Because squirrels are everywhere.
Okay.
Rats are not
more
endemic.
Specific.
Rats are everywhere.
Okay, cool.
Estrok isn't familiar with our comic or Mason's comic? Our comic. Come on, let me talk about it. Hold on.
I feel like that's about Mason's comic, which Mason, please share with the masses.
Mess with the blinking animations at all. In theory, it shouldn't. If I'm doing it right, it shouldn't. Rats. We are the rats. Yes. Okay. Good, Estrok. Otherwise, we've been doing our jobs badly.
Yes. Have we not been advertising enough? Have we not been pushing the dubs, the comic, the Tumblr, the everything?
Okay, I was having fun before. I am no longer having fun.
Uh-oh.
Ori is no longer having fun, folks. I knew this was gonna be the hard part.
Oof. This one's gonna be the hurdle. Every day, every hour, every second. Does being on Webtoon 24/7 not count for that? It's on there every day, every hour, every second. I feel like we got our bases covered.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what more we could do.
Okay.
Don't give up, Ori. You can do it.
Yeah, it's just...
We all believe in you.
Consuming in the time variety.
Do
I understand what is happening?
So I think you're doing pretty good on time, honestly.
It's very much, do I understand what's happening?
9:30.
Yes. It's not that. It's just like, I don't feel like I'm making much progress. The dopamine's gotta happen, you know?
Oh.
So I'm...
Dopamine will come, I promise.
The thing I don't want.
You're a thinkerer. I mean, you can't go wrong with a good pun name. But I feel like if you do pick a pun name, I would expect the series to be more comedic leaning.
Over Tinker.
Over Tinker?
Because she likes to make things. Like, she likes to tinker with robots and stuff. That's her whole thing. Over Tinker. Again, am thinking of puns. Because while our title's not a pun, it is certainly a play on words. The puns? So like if we were to go with endemic for the next one, it would have to be like end magic or something, you know. No, I think it would have to be played on with like kinetic and potential more than anything else. That's more the vibe I would think is more important.
Oh, that's a cute name for a dog. Tinker.
Tinker. It is a cute name.
What kind of dog, Mason? I gotta get a full picture of this cute little Tinker. Or giant tinker. I have no idea. What the? Computer, hello. Crap.
Small bang.
My computer is doing things and I don't want it to do things. Oh, it did a thing that I did not like. Crap. I did not ask you to do this thing, computer. I did not. There we go. English Springer Spaniel. Oh my gosh, that's so cute, Mason. Love their fluffy ears, just so cute. Oh. Oh man. Hope everyone's been having a good Thursday. Or Friday, depending on where you are in the world.
It was concerning at the beginning. There was some concern. But it worked out in the end for me. Like I said, I got delicious hot chocolate and stuff, so.
Well, that can make any day a good one.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Dopamine? Dopamine? Have we found dopamine?
Definitely feels better. I definitely don't feel like it's weird at the current moment. I have to... What is this? Can you tell me what you are, please?
School was canceled the entire week? Nice, Pastry Puff! No wonder you've been zipping through MASH. Now it makes too much sense.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that really does make a lot of sense now, don't it? Okay, you need...
She can turn to the right!
You need one of these. Large bang. That's why.
Maybe one day, Allie. Maybe one day. The winter isn't over yet. We still got a couple more weeks. A couple more weeks to go. Surely we can get a snow day or two in there.
In college, I never had a snow day. I had wind days where it was so...
I had ice
wind
days.
Chill was so bad that it was like literally dangerous to people be walking around on campus.
Yep.
It was like negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Guys, that's when they switch. Negative 30 is when they switch.
We used to have a similar issue, and then they built a whole bunch of tunnels on my campus that went between buildings. So literally, like, you'd go into the library, for example, and then you take the stairs, and then there's a tunnel that cuts underground, and then you go up the stairs and go into like humanities or something. They had that for one of the buildings that had a restaurant in it, and then you go across to like the science building all underground. That was kind of cool. And
Yeah,
they
a lot
built
of
like
schools do
hanging
have that.
walkways as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember when they put the, like, they were there before I got there, but they definitely put them in because of
No,
because
my
of the
school had
cold.
literally touted itself as literally never closing for like snow or anything. It never had days off, literally until my year, where it was like, no, the wind chill is literally
Amazing.
negative 40 degrees. Like, we can't do it.
See, we didn't get the snow days, but we did get the ice days because everything just froze over, and the campus was so big. Like, they had to take the time to clear it, and we had so many steps. So many freaking steps. It was insane. Like, you would actually break your neck if you slipped on the ice.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
went down. So they declared an ice day, and they were like, you know what? Enjoy. The dining hall across the way is open. Go enjoy that. But you don't have to come to class. Or the nice thing about college is, if the professor just didn't want to come, you didn't have to go.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the secret.
That was the nice thing about college. If you had a professor who lived like miles away, I had a professor, She lived, which professor was it? I want to say she was not my anthropology professor. She was my Asian art professor. Or no, was she? God, I'm blanking on which professor. This is so bad. I think the reason I'm getting them confused is because they were in the same location, like literally the same room. They just switched periods. Whoever it was. They basically lived on a hill. They had like a little farm. She always told us about her pet goats and everything. She was an amazing professor. But she literally opened up with, I will declare snow day if I feel I can't come. I live on a hill with a steep incline. I am not dying to come to class. Like, I'm not risking dying to come to class. And you don't need to either. And we were like, awesome. Nice. Love it.
Large Bang Party.
They don't have season 2 on Netflix?
Season 2
Oh,
of
that's
what?
interesting. MASH, apparently.
Oh.
I'm really surprised at that.
Yeah. The place that we will give out if you wish to sail the 7 seas.
Yes. You know, be one of the outcast people. Zori and I certainly got our resources.
Yes. We sail the 7 seas a lot.
We do.
Because, you know, if they're not going to make it available, not my fault.
I gotta watch it somewhere. You're not against sailing those waters?
Ah.
Alrighty.
You want to DM
Yes,
Allie?
for it, matey. I will say, the one we use is pretty good.
No, I've been using it literally since 10th grade. Years.
They got subs, they got dubs, they got cartoons, they got movies. The whole nine
Oh yeah,
yards.
Mars, I learned a secret way to watch the movies without having to pay for the subscription.
Really?
Yeah. You watch
Oh my
it on
God, if I
playlist.
could watch...
You click to watch it on playlist.
Oh.
And it circumvents it.
Oh, nice. I can watch Klaus again.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, I love that. Noise. Because that was one of the ones I was disappointed in. That they literally had a Klaus behind a subscription paywall. I'm like,
most movies
you're
are. It is SD though.
site.
It is
Why?
SD though. It is SD though.
I can live.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. See, if they had to put out an ordinance, it must have been bad.
Ooh.
My friend lives in Minnesota, and she recently had an inclement weather day on Tuesday, because it literally dropped to like negative double digits where she was, and everyone was just like, yeah, nope, no school today.
Yeah, as it should.
Just
Okay,
nice
there
for
we
her,
go.
'cause she's a teacher.
There we go. Okay. We're working it now. Now I need to deal with your middle bit, which is headband and hair part. And let's start with hair line. I want this. Give you a deformer. Gonna make you 15. Gonna add this. I'm gonna go whoop. We're gonna use this, I think. Oh, nope, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go back. Gonna make sure you're centered, because you are not.
It's important. Can't not be centered.
No, if it's not centered, everything dies. So we need to be centered.
But we definitely don't want that. No dying on our watch, please.
Are you not clipped to anything? You're not. You need to be clipped to things. Clipped to head,
And we have yet to have a full-on snow day here.
face, skin.
On one hand, I want it. On the other hand, I don't. Because if we don't get a snow day, that means that one of my schools will be closed the same week that Anime Boston happens.
Oh.
And I could go for the full 3 days.
Wild.
So, on one hand, I'm like, ooh, instant gratification or play the long game?
Yep, that's the question.
Ooh, a childhood book that I remember as a nice memory. Okay, we gotta define childhood book. Are you talking read in elementary school? Are you talking like something my mom and I read together? How do we define childhood? Because
Yeah,
I could have an answer for
There's
both
a
of
lot
those.
of levels.
I feel like
I
childhood
agree.
is such a vast space.
Yeah,
We
give us
gotta
an
narrow
age,
it
Give us an
down.
age range.
I gotta have an age bracket.
Bangs. Small bang part.
But I can certainly think of some good ones. Phil.
Okay. Now, does that look super weird when we move it? No. We're good. We're good. Okay. We're moving. We're moving. It's happening. Slowly but surely. Okay.
Yeah.
Headband.
It's happening. It's
And
coming
leaf.
along.
Deformer, and then another one? Or just one and one? Decisions.
And the leaf on that
Both
side
together.
complements the asymmetry of the hair.
Oh, yeah. It's just how do I want to... move them?
Elementary, Federico says.
The Birthday Book by Dr. Seuss. I always forced my parents to read that to me every birthday I had.
That's a good one. See, I think for me, favorite childhood books were probably the Clifford the Big Red Dog books, because I read those a lot. And then little Lore of Mars fact. But one of my uncles shares the name of the main dog of that book.
Oh my
so
gosh.
He took it upon himself to get me the Clifford books every time I saw him.
That's such a based thing, though. Like,
And I got
Jesus.
a really cool collection from it. I had so many Clifford books, and he must have gotten like a special edition, like carrier thing, because I had like a themed box. It was just like one of those collapsible cardboard boxes, but you could like fold it out and set your books inside it, and it had like Emily Elizabeth on the outside of it. It had Clifford on it. It had all the classic characters. It wasn't the PBS design. It was like the actual original Clifford design, which was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And I think I still have most of those books because I could never get rid of them. He wrote little notes to me inside, like, hope you enjoy another book.
Yes.
Or here's another book, like always for her birthday, always for Christmas.
That's me with the Dr. Seuss books.
It's a good memory.
There's a lot.
It was
like,
a good
written in
memory.
them.
I like doing that. I like writing personal notes in books. I'm not a big annotator. I think there's only one book where I highlighted and annotated the margins. like intentionally on my own because I wanted to. But I very rarely do that. But like a little note on the inside cover, like, hope you enjoy this book.
Yeah.
Like doing that. Oh, The Places You'll Go. The book that every 5th grader got upon graduation.
Yeah, a little one.
I don't know about you. Every 5th grader in my class got that book upon graduation.
I got one and it was like little. It was like small.
Yeah, it was like the little cardboard one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got us like mini versions for all of us. It was so funny. And then I think they gave it to us again in middle school. I'm like, I ended up with a lot of copies of that book. Or maybe that's just because... Well, maybe my brother received a copy or two. Maybe that's why we have so many of them. Clearly one was not enough. It's that good.
I'm probably creating way more deformers than I need, but I don't care. I'm not doing this again.
Do what you gotta do. Don't follow the rules if you don't have to. Berenstein Bears was great, Mason.
I liked Barbar. Barbar. And he's the elephants. And,
okay.
What's the other one? The hippos. George and Martha.
George and Martha?
I think that's what they were, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I just found the George and Martha cast. So apparently they animated these children's books.
Yeah, like Max and Ruby.
These are so charming. Oh my gosh.
I had a big book for of George and Martha.
Wow, you really do remember every line, Enthuse.
Damn, Enthuse.
That your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. That was like one every teacher at the mic like read with pride. Because they did like readings at our graduation too. Just like craziness. The nostalgia hidden tonight, you guys. Childhood books, childhood movies, childhood trauma. All of it.
Why do you spin? I don't want that. Nope. Too much. Too much.
Went from church when you graduate. Yep. Same, Enthuse. Same. I just assume now that every school and church has, the places you'll go, like somewhere in a closet. Just a stash of them ready to hand out at a moment's notice. That's a pretty good head turn.
Why are you weird?
What was another childhood book I really liked? I had a Paddington book that I really liked. Because it had all the pullable tabs so you could like move the characters around. I remember there was one tab, if you pull it, Paddington goes up the escalator. That's the one he's going up. I just remember being so fascinated by that because I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. It's a book and a toy. And then somewhere along the line when my brother came along, he got interested in the books and the tabs, and it ripped.
Oh no.
That was so sad. My mom tried to fix it with tape, but it never worked the same.
Yeah. I had like a big pop-up book that I only like kind of remember. And I always like think about it, and it's just like one of those things where it's like I can't remember exactly what it was. But it was like a massive pop-up book, and it's like one of those things I like really think about. Okay, there we go. Okay. We have it coming along. The face thing I'm still not happy with, though. I think I want one that just has you.
Oh, those scratch and sniff books were so good. The sweet, sweet smell of Christmas. What did... I feel like the answer is just going to be, it smelled like Christmas. But I'm wondering, like, what kind of scents did they have in it? Did they have hot chocolate? Did they have peppermint? Did they have a pine tree?
Weird. I really just want this art. Ah! I know what I need. This.
Ooh, that's Christmas, all right. Never heard of scratch sniff books. I mean, they're out there. They're out there, Estrock. They're pretty fun. Honestly, no joke, love using them with my students because it is so good for working on adjectives and describing and increasing utterance length. Like, oh my gosh. not to nerd out and get too technical on here, but oh my god, scratch and sniff books are so freaking good for speech therapy. Like, they get the job done. Plus, the kids really like them because it's interactive.
Uh-oh. Oh no. I didn't save.
What have you done, Ori?
I've apparently stalled the program.
No!
I haven't saved in a long time.
No!
Yeah. Let's wait a second.
Chat. We need a miracle. We need help.
It's Ori's fault.
We need a miracle.
And just give it a second.
I need
Let
a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
I'm very much becoming unfun.
Guys, send positive vibes. Ori needs them.
I'm not
Put your hands up. Goku needs us.
I'm not concerned.
Oh, you're a braver soul than I.
5 minutes.
You're a braver soul than I gotta say.
If I'm being honest, I'm kind of hating this a lot. Spirit bomb. So I'm not sure how upset I would be if I had to start over. I've done it kind of stupid. So I'm probably going to give it like 5 minutes and we'll see if it can manage itself or not. And otherwise, we just gonna dip. I'm gonna try again. Can I do anything on my computer? I can, it's just the program. That's fine. Such is life. Questionable, enthuse. Questionable. No, see, I find that
I think Ori's hating what she's creating. I think she hates the
I
process.
find that while my overall deal is simple in a relative sense, I have certainly trying to think about it. I've certainly fucked myself with the hairstyle that I decided on. And if I'm being completely and utterly honest, I have currently incredibly little desire to go back and fix the art portion of it that much. And not in like remaking a whole new hairstyle, but like cutting it differently, separating more things a different way. I'm kind of not that interested in that. It was going so well. There's also a part of me that is sitting here being like, do I really need my head to look side to side for the purpose that I want? I should be looking at the camera, right? Like when you do a vlog, you like look at the camera. Do I really need the XY? Who knows?
Ori's rethinking her whole life.
It's more like
Amazing. If you're calling me out, I don't know the name of the technique. You're right. I don't know the name of the technique. I have never watched Dragon Ball Z.
There is a reason.
I just know to reference it in certain moments.
You don't need to forget it all. Yeah, no. There's a reason why painterly styles are the bane of my existence, because I hate trusting the process. I've gotten better at dealing with it, but to a certain extent, I can't take it. I've gotten better at trust the process in like sketch related things, because I'll like sketch something and be like, okay, it looks bad, but you try again over it. Like you don't need to start over just because like this first round of sketches is kind of you can try again on top of it and refine it better. And it's like, okay, cool. But the painterly style is like, no. You have to like layer it up in like a very specific way, and it looks truly horrifying at certain stages. And my brain can't think like that. So part of me is like, do I try again the method that I was following? I don't know. I'm not certain.
I just hope the program unlocks itself.
I don't think it will. It's fine. I'm okay to start over. There's a lot of deformers in it that I don't think
fastest
work very
speed run of the 5 stages of grief.
I don't know if that's really it. I'm surprisingly unupset with it failing. I didn't enjoy it. And I want to be able to do it easier with less things, but the trust the process kind of sucks, in my humble opinion. There's also, they tell you to like have a reference, which I don't have a head reference. And there's also like, I didn't do the outline in the way that they're describing. And I don't know how much I care. That's what I'm trying to decide, right? How much effort am I really trying to put on this? I made it to top 10 runs. Yeah. All right, well that's it. We're nuking it. Task manager.
Well,
this one.
Twas a good run.
Is this what this is? Yeah, okay, that's this. End task. So long, farewell. I'll be to say goodbye.
To say goodbye.
There it is. Well, there it's not. Chat, you are in the way of me clicking live 2D. Thank you.
You don't tell chat they're in the way.
Does this count as killing your darlings? I don't know if I liked it enough.
I don't know. Was it ever a darling to begin with?
Darling. Was it cool? Did it go okay? Yeah, but like,
Hmm.
I don't know. Like, do I go and make a reference? Do I worry about the bangs at all? See, I killed the ugly child. Yeah, exactly. I will say the only thing I'm sad about is I liked how the ears and the earrings worked.
Well,
She doesn't have
Federico, this
ears.
particular model is going to be used for Ori's spin-off where she talks about trees on YouTube.
Okay, maybe
So
I
this
need to
is
pick
a
somebody
personal avatar
else's.
for Ori. She wouldn't
Let's.
be using this one on stream with us.
Yeah, never.
So
Let's
Circe is the
see.
tree person, Ori is the comic person.
Where's the other person that I care about? This person. Let's see if your information is better. I find the hair is just. Let's find out.
Hmm.
Ooh, you do have ears and you hide them. Okay, this I might like this one more. This tutorial might be more for me. Get the bald
Ooh.
head. Let's do that. Let's hide everything to get the bald head. Hide, 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 hide,
And a
hide,
nice
hide,
bald
hide,
head.
hide, 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 hide. No glasses.
Now we're entering cursed territory,
No,
guys.
none of this. I do want face outline. See, technically I did face outline wrong, I've found out, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I care enough to fix it.
That's kind of a tis what it
And I
is
didn't separate my
moment.
nose a lot. Again, kind of lazy about it. Hairline.
She's
Dangle
bald
ear,
and she's
dangle ear.
torturing people who have hair.
Oh, I missed a thing. Glasses shadow. Face skin I do need. Swirl, swirl,
I
swirl,
don't know
swirl,
why. Every
swirl.
time I think
Chin.
bald, my mind immediately goes to the SpongeBob
Bald!
movie. Bald,
Bald!
bald,
Bald! Alright, there we are. Bald! Bald!
please.
Okay, now what? Now tell me what to do.
It's not bald. It's thinning. It's been a long time since I've seen a SpongeBob anything.
All of the face art under one warp is you through you. Not you though. We're gonna keep the hairline, and we're gonna clip it actually like a good noodle.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go, like a good noodle. And we are gonna keep the hairline. Maybe? Do I want to? I think I do want to. Do I want to? I think I do want to. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a warp. I'm gonna put you at 15 and 15. I'm gonna say head XY. Alright, let's try again. Halloween with SpongeBob's brain. Okay, I can see it.
I see the vision. Cersei standing there. It's okay. Grow back. And I don't know how I somehow convinced
Oh,
my mom to
goodness.
watch SpongeBob Christmas special, the original
did I get
Christmas
here?
special this year. But man, that was like pulling teeth. She really does not like SpongeBob.
I want to focus on something else. I'm just gonna automatically mesh this.
Okay. We click.
Ooh, nice pastry puff. You got through that pretty quick, honestly, if you're already on chapter
Mhm.
3. At least that feels quick to me. I don't know. Maybe it's
This
because
is
I
what I wanted.
barely make any progress when I do play games because I don't have much time.
So it's gonna look something like this. And for the face line, if you do it with a heavy deformation, it's gonna look like this, which is not what we want. Because actually, we're gonna use glue to connect the face line to the face skin.
We're gonna
So
use
we're gonna take the face
okay,
skin and
okay,
go
hold on.
into
Mm.
manually mesh, and we're actually gonna select all of the
shit,
little
hold on.
vertices on.
Okay. Gonna go into face skin. Gonna manually mesh. I'm gonna select all
Oh,
the.
just got back into
This
it.
is not
Okay.
how this
That
goes.
makes more sense. I'm not doubting your ability to speed run, but
Cancel. Want to cancel this? Yes. Okay. How do I draw?
well,
Pen.
pastry puff, at least you'll
Lasso.
know all the spoilers coming our way.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm learning new things now. I'm learning new things.
Ooh. Well, this is different from how you were doing it originally.
Back up, back up,
Skin
back
and
up.
go into manually
Mhm,
mesh,
we're
and
manually
we're actually
meshing.
gonna select all
Gonna
of the
select
little
the
vertices on the
whole
face.
face.
Control copy, check out. Then we're gonna switch over to the face.
Control copy and check out. Control copy and check out. Okay. Now what?
Line, manually mesh that. We're gonna select all of those vertices.
You should do it, Estrock. Relive
Okay, okay.
the
Now we're
moments.
gonna select
Relive the
face
unnecessary feelings.
outline. And it's gonna auto mesh heavy. Weird. Yes. Then we're going to go and edit. We're gonna lasso select all. Oops, oops, oops. Nope. Try again. Oh god. Try again. There we go. Select that. Now what?
Delete and then Control V the page.
Delete and then Control V to paste my
And this will put the same exact mesh that we put on the face skin onto the face line.
We like
so now
it.
we can select both the face line and the face
Ooh.
skin. And then if we go into the manual mesh editor, you see that these red lines.
Hold on. I could check the face line and the face skin. You could go into editor. And I don't know why.
Are now green. Well, they're usually red. This is because the meshes are perfectly overlaid on top of each other. So now if we select all of the vertices here, it selects both the face line and the face skin vertices. And then you can hit Control G, and this will put a green box around all these red boxes.
Ooh, okay.
And this means that these vertices are glued together.
Glued
the face
together.
line and face skin are completely glued together.
Glued
this
together.
is like a little intro to glue.
Ah.
I will explain glue better in another video, but I'm not the best at glue, honestly. So this basically just makes it so that the face line and the face skin, whenever one of them moves, the other will.
Well, especially as a super fan, Pastry Puff, you gotta to claim yourself a true AA fan.
Only selecting the face line right now. So it just keeps it nice and neat when you're deforming them. Of course, as I said, if your face is just one layer, you don't have to do this. But there are a lot of benefits to separating your face line from the face skin.
Like this.
Okay, this is my third time recording this section, but
now what?
Hopefully the last time.
Now I'm bald.
So let's get to laying warps and rigging the head.
Yes.
So first
rigging.
of all, I'm going to open up my face warp folder. And I'm gonna grab my face line, my face shadows.
Fake AA fan. Oh no, Allie.
Put that all under one ingredients. No.
Whoop. Heck, I fast
I
forward.
mean, I don't own any of the AA games. Does that make me a fake fan?
Who's a fake fan? What are we what happened?
No, Pastry Puff was saying they have an obligation to play the official one because they've only played the fan translation.
Oh.
So I said, I mean, you're the true fan. You wouldn't be the true fan if you didn't do that. And Allie chimed in saying, guess I'm a fake AA fan. Now I'm wondering if I'm a fake fan. Oh, I am a fake fan, according to Allie.
Yeah,
I'm a very fake fan.
I'm the only true
I don't
fan.
own any of the
I'm
games.
the only true fan out of
I think that
Ace
makes me the
Tooney.
biggest fake fan.
You're a poser, Enthuse. It's okay. There's no gatekeep here, actually. If you like a thing, like, if I'm being honest, while I would, like, look at you a little sideways if, like, you drew a lot of, like, Ace Attorney fan art and you, like, never even watched, like, a Let's Play of the game, I would say, that's just, you know, really? You didn't have any interest before, like, attaching yourself to these characters? But,
I mean, what if you're an anime only?
mad at you. Okay, the anime too. I forgot there's an anime. The anime, if you watch the anime only and you're doing that, that's fine too. But, like, if you're, like, just in the fandom space and you've never consumed any, like, original content, like, in any form, like a Let's Play or the anime or things like that, like, all you know is, like, objection.lol and, like, fandom content, like, I would say that's a little odd, you know, like, how do you really know you like it, sort of thing, but, like, I wouldn't be upset about it as, like, I'd call you not a fan as long as you're not, like, trying to push things that are blatantly not canon as canon, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should, if that's the kind of fan you want to be, you should be incredibly open to being, like, corrected. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were trying to spread that, like, oh, like, Edgeworth and Phoenix are, like, canon in game, like, it actually happens. It's like, no, it doesn't. You shouldn't, like, argue about it, you know, like, you can't be combative, is all I'm saying.
The official version is really good. I gotta say, with the official versions,
great
just
so far. Enjoying. I mean, I don't have anything to compare it to.
Loving
but, like,
it.
Whew.
It's just so good.
Now it's gonna automatically put a box around everything, but you can actually edit this if you hold down Control, and then you can warp the green points or the red points, holding down Alt to do both sides at the same time. Usually I like to square in on the face this way.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how she does this and how I'm gonna do it.
Sure, the warp is in the middle of the face.
Because it cut my face weird.
Mine is not really in the middle. It's over to the left a little, so I'm gonna bring this all the way over to positive 30. The keyform that's the rightmost side is gonna be when your model looks to the right. And then the one, obviously, all the way to the left.
Okay,
your model's gonna look to the left.
Makes sense,
so makes sense. The right keyform.
Prove you wrong. I can't prove a negative.
Box. Now, holding down Shift, I'm going to grab these green corners and drag them over to the side I'm looking at. And you'll notice that we're forming that face that's looking to the side. Make sure you have your reference picture on hand so you can copy the shape of the face to what you want. Or just freehand it like I'm going to do.
Everybody talks about the reference picture. I don't have a goddamn I don't want to. Fine.
I think you gotta do it, Ori. I think they're telling you.
Unhappy am I?
I'm curious, Pastry Puff, how exactly did they do it in the fan translation?
Exactly, you win? Wait, what did we win? I don't want to.
What did we win?
So bad. I'm having an unfun time. All right.
You're hiding from the crowd, Ori.
How am I hiding from the crowd?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, yeah. I needed to load in so I could actually make it smaller. I don't want to do this.
You don't have to be that ashamed.
I don't care enough. But I apparently have to. Or I'll be not good, and that'll affect the video quality. Okay. Pain and suffering. All right. Come here. Let's find the midline so I don't have to do Hooby Scoobies. Are you good? Are you set? Are you set? No. Yes. Oh, you are. Good, I did good. Brain. Nice. Okay. Oh, the music stopped. Why did the music stop?
The music
Because
stopped.
the music is only 2 hours. That's why. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright.
I mean, we were talking about AA, so...
Yeah, you think Ori's having the best
fitting.
time? Not currently. I've stopped enjoying the process.
Poor Ori.
Because I really, really don't want to do this part at all. And I'm not going to do it very well because I'm going to be lazy about it.
We believe in you.
Nice. Excuse you. Okay.
Eddie feels like a fun dad. Didn't get that vibe in the fan translations. Okay.
He gives uncle vibes.
He's given hard uncle vibes in the official one. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with derpy uncle.
I only know the official one. So all of my stuff is official only. And he gives... Oh no, shit.
As far as I care, he's got good vibes.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ouch? What?
I just whacked my elbow into the table.
What the hell, Mars?
Ow.
Why are you like this?
I don't know. That fucking hurt.
I bet.
Oh. Now Mars is suffering. The universe was like, Ori can't suffer on her own. Let's make something happen to Mars real quick. Ouch. Shit. Okay, that was dumb.
Damn, you really clocked yourself there, huh?
Yeah, no, because I was reaching for the T, and I misjudged how high to take my elbow. I just, like, whack into the table.
Nice.
It's a vibe tonight. I don't know what the hell the vibe is, but it's a vibe.
There is a vibe. Do we like it? Maybe.
I
Probably
don't
not.
know. Well, guys, earlier tonight we were talking about the venture with a TV show Ori and I hated, and an anime Ori and I hated, which was Spaceship Al Tiramisu.
Yes.
I'm wondering, do you guys have any series that you've hated? I know Ori ranted about that time travel show.
We're glad to have you here. I feel like a lot of people's is The Big Bang Theory.
That's a common one.
People hate that one a lot.
Respect the nerd culture. Thoughts on the AI2 characters? Favorites? I feel like Eustace is going to be a favorite. Because I can see an arc for him where he eventually, like, it does come out he's being used as a pawn, or he's not as good as he thinks he is, and he's gonna have, like, a fall from grace moment. I don't know if this is actually gonna happen. I just feel as a character, it would be so satisfying to A, bring him off his high horse, and 2, for him to realize he was never on the high horse to begin with. I just think narratively that would be so satisfying. But then that leaves, like, room for growth. He can learn from that. He could come over to the good side. Maybe Eddie can get an apprentice once Edgeworth is on his own again. Like, I could see that happening. I could see Eddie adopting Eustace.
I'm curious.
I feel like he's going to be a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of current favorites, I gotta go Eddie. I'm sorry, he's just fun in his mannerisms. His dialogue is so wacky. Like, his dialogue is if Lotta were a fun uncle. Because he just says the most random shit sometimes. And I'm here for it. But then also the finger quotes, the sarcastic clapping. It's just so good.
Favorite A.
He both has morals and honor, but he's also cowardly at times. Like, this is a full character, and I'm here for it.
I don't know if I have a favorite investigations-specific character.
Ooh, not yet?
No, not yet. I love Edgeworth. I love Gumshoe, you know, but they're classics, right? Eddie's fine, but like he's not at the level of I'm like, oh, he's on screen, you know, like versus like it's like, yay, Gumshoe, or like, you know, I would be sad if there was no Edgeworth, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like there'll be a moment we get to yay Eddie.
Hopefully, you know, maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Bronco's dead, no horse to be found, yeah.
Yep, back to the sketch table, Federico.
Literally just for reference, there's not going to be any colors or anything. I'm too lazy to do that.
Hey, if this is serviceable, do what you gotta do. The new live-action Avatar, Based Alley. God, that was bad.
Oh, wait. The new one I never saw. The, like show? I never saw the show. I've only seen
the live-action Netflix version.
But I know that they butchered my boy. Take that as you will. They butchered
your boy.
They butchered all the boys, but they butchered my boy.
They butchered your boy. I feel like they literally just wanted to add more violence to Avatar without understanding why it was important to the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I find their decision to like show the murder, the massacre of the, you know, Air Tribe is kind of weird.
Yeah. That one's literally just a, oh, how cool would it be if we saw them fight? And it's like, well, it's
the point is we kind of didn't see them fight, so that Aang.
The point is it's supposed to be horrifying. We're not supposed to think this is cool.
That too.
And we're also supposed to sympathize with Aang when he finds them and realizes they're all gone.
Yeah.
You kind of killed that moment. And don't even get me started on Sokka.
Well, that's my boy.
The fact that he does not start out misogynistic and an ass, you killed his character arc. What character arc is left to be had? There's nothing. Yeah. I will never understand that choice. Guys, you can have a sucky main character as long as they learn from their mistakes.
Okay. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough there. If you like sucky main characters that will learn from their mistakes, read Outcasts. I think all of you who are interested at this point do. But if you have yet to pull the trigger, go do it.
Yes. Did you like Sokka in the original? Well, you will really like Hotsun.
Yeah.
Exactly, Pastry Puff. Exactly. I was watching interviews with like the cast and everything. I was like, I understand they're kids, so they're like, yeah, it'd be so cool to see this. But then the directors go on, it's like, wouldn't it be cool? Like, isn't that what we always wanted to see in the original?
Like,
I'm just like, no.
No, actually.
Honestly, I didn't even think about that. No. Because the whole idea was you learn at the same time Aang does. And it's supposed to be a terrible realization. It's not supposed to be the, wow, look at how neat firebending is, how it's burning up everybody. No, I should not be thinking that. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure the effects didn't look that great.
They never looked that great. Avatar was never meant to be anything but animation. It never should be. There
are just some things that cannot be CGI'd.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Like, you lose so much. The cast was good. I will give them this. I think cast-wise for the live-action show, they did a pretty good job. Like, those actors were all acting their butts off. They were trying. But, oof, just some weird choices and decisions. I mean, we'll see when they bring Toph in. I feel like they're going to make Toph too stoic. I feel like when they introduce Toph in the live-action Netflix version, they're going to take away all her humor, and they're going to take away all her fire, and they're just going to make her stoic. That's my fear.
How much I'll be able to cheat that.
Because I feel like they're going to be like, oh, well, the blind jokes are so outdated now. We can't have those blind jokes anymore. That's offensive, even though, like, she was the one making them half the time. And the humor was that Team Avatar just kept forgetting because they didn't identify her by that. I feel like they're going to make her way too stoic as compensation. And ironically, they might end up turning her into the wise blind man stereotype.
Oh, no.
By doing that. I really sincerely hope not. But they haven't given me much reason to think otherwise.
See, now the problem is now I have fucking, like, ideals about how this fucking thing's gonna look.
So the sketch helps by giving you an outline to put the vectors into?
So the sketch is supposed to, so, like, I have a point to, like, visualize to, basically. Right? So that, like, when I'm morphing the face weird and all of that, I know how my style is supposed to look like in 3/4 view. You know? That's basically the goal. That's the reasoning for it. So I have something to, like, you know, in theory, I should be able to actually, like, physically import it into the thing as, like, a reference image. I think this tutorial that I'm newly following is going to show me how to do that, if I remember correctly.
Federico says, congratulations, Ori, your first Picasso.
It works well. Now I have standards is the issue that I'm gonna run into now, you know?
She saw what it could have been.
Now I know what I could look like. Because look at this. Now it looks good. That's a problem.
Fuck.
Right?
How
we understand?
dare.
Now I have standards. And now I have standards of things that I can't do with the model that I currently have. Because my nose can't be like that without doing Hoobie Scooby.
The Hoobie and the Scooby.
And I don't know what I want to do about it.
I do really like this angle for her.
She's really
I gotta
pretty,
say.
I know. And
she's
this is
so pretty.
Fuck. Hate, despise, pain, suffering.
Because now we can't trust the process anymore. Now we want the process to be this.
Now I need to get it to this because I like how this is why I didn't want to do it. This is why I didn't want to do it. Fuck me, huh?
Oh,
hate, despise, suffer. Mauled.
You're
Cry.
like, put yourself in a corner there.
What was I supposed to do?
Christ. What is happening here?
The Ahoge placement will be funky, but I'm actually fairly confident that I can pull that off versus everything else. The biggest concerns I currently have is this area at the eye, where the face indents, and the nose is currently functionally impossible. I literally can't make this happen with the model art that I have. Yeah, the standards are rising. Having standards in this case is a bad thing, Enthuse. Yes, super good. And Paige Puff, but she still has her couple of moments in like that one like multiple like little episode thing. Do we know what I'm talking about? Do you remember what I'm talking about? She has that episode where they put like makeup on and those girls like make fun of them and Toph feels sad and Katara's like, no, you're so cool. Do we remember what I'm talking about at all?
Yeah, I have a vague recollection of that one.
It's like in a bunch of short stories one.
She and Toph go to the hot springs.
Yeah,
or the sauna.
Yeah. The, like,
spa day?
Yeah, they get like a spa day, and yeah. Yes.
The standards are rising. Allie, they have risen.
It's bad, guys. It's bad. We dislike when the standards rise. Because now I have them. I didn't have standards before, okay, guys? That's a lie. I had some standards before. Now I have great standards, which is bad. Because now I have much more failure possible. And now I don't know how to do your hair on this angle. The one angle, fine. This one, uncertain.
Oh my. Oh, Tales of Bossing Say. That was the name of the episode.
Yeah, there we go. See, we know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Pastry Pup, that's what we like about characters. We like when they're three-dimensional. We like when they act like actual people we could know. It makes them relatable. It makes them interesting. Make them perfect right out the gate. Now it feels like someone you couldn't meet. Now it feels unattainable. Now it doesn't feel realistic.
Ah, okay. And this is how the bang has to go. Like that.
Yeah, that episode had Uncle Iroh's story in it too, didn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay, I am thinking of the right one. Yep, that made everyone cry.
Yep. Yep, it did.
It was funny. Avatar: The Last Airbender was another one I tried to convince my parents to sit down and watch because I have the whole series on DVD.
Yeah,
it was part of a collection. I got that and Legend of Korra for like a friggin' steal at Best Buy.
Legend of Korra.
So that was my Christmas gift to myself. And I tried watching it with my parents, and they just could not get into it. And honestly, my own fault. I forgot for how long season 1 is a kid's show. I think was the issue, because I hyped it up a bit too much, I think. And then they got a lot of Nickelodeon's kids show in like the first, I think, 3-4 episodes. And I'm like, just wait, just stick it out, please. Please.
And they were like, no, Mars, can't do it.
Yeah. They gave me, I think it was 7 to 9 episodes, and then we never picked it up again. I was like, man, I should try, because they got through the entirety of season 1 of Mashley with me. They can make it through Avatar. They can make it through Avatar. If they can make it through Mashley, they can make it through Avatar.
Your part is not that.
They have been trained now.
Yeah, you've prepped them.
I have prepped them, exactly.
See, this angle is the harder angle.
Pastry Puff, they finished season 1 when I finished season 1.
Yeah, Mars was watching it together the whole time.
I was literally watching it. So funny story. My dad was upstairs. I don't think he was working that day. No, he wasn't. It was a holiday. And my mom was outside. She was shoveling the snow. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna catch up on Mashley. Like, no one has the TV right now. I actually have access to it. Base, let's go. My mom walks in on me watching it. I'm like, oh, I can change this if you want. And she's like, don't worry about it. I won't understand it anyway, because usually I watch things in sub. And I turn to her and I go, actually, you will understand this one. I'm watching it in English. And she goes, oh, really? Like, is it good? I'm like, I mean, it's got some Harry Potter elements to it, and I know you like that. And she was like, I mean, I don't want to make you have to go back. What episode are you on? I'm like, episode 5, but I don't mind backtracking. I like the first few episodes. Do you think Dad would be into it? And she's like, does it have fighting in it? And I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, it's got explosions and stuff like that. And she's like, you'll probably like it. Calm down, see what happens. And they literally sat through the entirety of season 1 with me, and they were laughing. I was not expecting them to get so into it. I thought it was so funny, because I was just like, wow, really? This one? Because guys, I tried to get my mom to watch Freerin, because she loves Beatrix Potter, and she loves gardening videos. She loves cottagecore. And I'm like, Mom, Freerin is about a mage who literally the journey is the goal. Like, you are going to love this. It's slow paced. It's nice. It's got some emotional moments, but I think you can handle them. And she didn't hate Freerin, but she didn't get hooked like I thought she was going to. I was just like, okay, I don't understand why this one was a bust. Like, it was so up her alley. But Mashley is the one that she likes. I'm like, what the hell? Her about it. I asked her about it. I'm like, I showed you Freerin. What was it about Mashley that like you were able to get through? And she was like, well, I liked the comedy. Like, it had that dry humor. It was very ironic.
Yeah, I think our parents need the humor in it.
To be, oh God, she needs the humor. But she was also like, and I feel like it was simple enough to follow. I was like, simple enough? Okay.
It's one of those shows that you don't have to reflect on, I guess. I don't know. Like, you know, Pastry Puff's doing like high level analysis. I know I didn't do that. Yeah. You know, when I
feel like you can also appreciate it at its surface level as well.
Yeah, and I think that
I love that one page. Cream puff, CREA, puff. I love it. And the joke that got me, the one where I was like, okay, I'm gonna love this, is where Mash confronts basically the head of the magic police for the first time, and he just pushes the spell away from him, like just knocks it out of the way.
Like flick of the wrist. Yeah.
Flick of the wrist, exactly. And the magic cop in his head is like, what? I defeated a dragon with that spell. He can't just it away.
Yeah.
He actually says it away. I don't know why that one got me. But that to me was like the funniest friggin' thing. I was like, okay, we're in good hands. That plus the little cream puff song, I was like, chef's kiss. So good. We're in good hands with the comedy.
Okay. I'm struggling with how it looks on the other side, but I think we're just gonna have to deal with it, and that's fine.
You got this. You can
We'll
do it. We
make the
believe
one
in you.
side, and that's all that'll matter.
Because if you make one side, then you can just copy paste to the other.
In a way. But I feel like more confident
From
doing
a certain
the
point
stupid
of
one the other
view.
way.
Oh, I love that one, Pastry Puff. No, it's not
you,
him.
Natalie.
It can't be him. No. Oh, God. And the voice I gave Sal, I'm
Thank you,
just like,
Mason.
oh, that's too perfect. Although the amount of times my dad was like, is that a guy or a girl? We're too numerous to count. Good night, Mason. Good to see you.
There's
Good
a
luck
lot
if
of
you
good
decide
night, Mason.
to rename your comic. I'm sure it's going to be great no matter what you do. You got this. Now, my dad asked my dad asked if Finn was a girl, and then he said, "Is that the love interest?" I'm like, "Well, that I don't mean to say it this way, but that's a guy, so I'm just going to go out on a limb and say no, it's probably not the love interest." And my dad's like, "But they're looking at each other so softly, like what's going on here?" I'm
And then
like,
you just
I
slowly
don't know,
slides your
Dad.
flag means death. Dad, you can't. I know what you said about this one. You can't tell me that Finn and Madge are looking at each other softly now.
I don't know. I was like, okay, Dad. Then my dad thought Abyss was a girl.
Understandable,
And I'm like, no,
though.
Dad, that's a dude. I'm like, I understand because of hair.
Finn,
But then
I
my
don't
dad
see
said,
as a girl. But Abyss is very feminine. I can see it. I can also see
I will
Abel.
give him that. But listen
Abel's
to this,
voice is
because my
very
dad
masculine.
said, I keep thinking Abyss is a girl because his voice is so high. And I'm like,
what?
You think that's a girl's voice? And he goes, well, yeah, it's messing with my brain. I'm like, this character, you think that's a girl's voice? I'm like, okay, maybe my dad is just very, very accepting. Who knows? He doesn't assume, I guess. I was just like, okay, so that's 2. And then Cell, he was like, is that a girl? I'm like, Dad, please. Elle is very effeminate. They definitely went for that, Scar from Lion King, Jafar flamboyancy with him. But to my knowledge, he is not a girl.
Yeah.
Oh no, he would fit that very, very well, Pastry Puff. I don't deny that. Plus, Dot trans representation, it's there, it works, let's go. Yeah. We're based as hell. I'm just like, the amount of dudes my dad thought were girls in this series. I'm done.
Can I overlay?
Although,
they're used.
He did it in reverse too, because Dot has the older sister. And he said, no, that looks like a guy to me. You're telling me that's the sister? I'm like, Dad.
What the heck?
They're literally saying she's the sister. She's like, but the haircut is a boy's. I'm like, some women like their hair short. What can I say? Ooh, when I get to that, Pastry Puff, I will be very curious. I currently cannot look at your spoilers anymore, and I'm so sad.
Yes.
Saturday, I'm gonna watch it, you guys. My Saturday plan is paperwork, annual reports, and Mashley, season 2. That is the plan. That is the plan.
I'd have to think. Currently, my brain is not picking up what you're putting down, Pastry Puff. There's a lot of characters. My biggest thing is I don't know exactly where, like, where each episode is, so I don't know what characters we have access to, basically. Is basically
or
my
he's just like,
biggest
they're
thing.
all a blend.
Yeah, literally binged, yeah, so... Yes, yes. Okay, I think I know what episode, what characters we have access to. Oh, yes! There's more!
I shall get there when I get there.
Yes, Puff, yes! There's a lot more! You'll get answers and you'll also not get answers. It's an interesting time with that character. Okay, well, we'll give you the thing, Allie. Did you give Allie the thing?
You got the Yarhar Yoho.
Yeah.
Mars, wait, did you do it or did I do it?
I asked you to do it. I'll do it. It's okay.
I did not hear. Wait, I got it. I got it. I got it.
I'm already there.
No, I'm gonna beat you.
I'm already there. No, already there. I have the link.
Son of a bitch.
I have the link. I am finding.
Oh, someone new joined the Discord.
Oh, who new joined?
I gotta welcome them. Pixel.
Figure out which alley it is. This alley. Oh, I recognize the art alley. That is why.
I think it's this alley. I hope it's this alley.
I hope I didn't send a random alley.
Purple profile picture,
yeah,
right?
Cat space Pixel. Hello, Pixel.
Yeah, that has to be our alley.
Yeah, it looks like Allie's art. There you go.
Didn't we have a whole discussion about that profile image?
It wasn't. Was it that one? Is it? That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Hat in space in astronaut suit. I think this was it.
It might be this. Is that the? I don't think that's the actual piece, but it might be the same character. I don't know. It is the astronaut. Is it the piece that we were talking about, though, or just the same character? That's my question.
It's a very cute character, I gotta say.
Character.
Like, I want stories about them, please.
Yes, and then you can talk about it all, and I can't wait for you to pick up on my favorite MASH line.
Which one of us would win a chess match against the other?
Not me. No, everyone else would beat Mars and I at chess, 100%. Welcome back, Isdrok. I have made zero
if it was between me and Ori, maybe me, but that would just be by sheer dumb luck.
Yeah, I can't chess for long enough.
I just don't find chess interesting enough. I'll play any other board game with like a creative twist. Sudoku? Ugh. Nope. How about no Doku?
Load a guide image file. Drag and drop the image file onto the canvas view.
I think I played it once or twice though.
As it's loading, a dialog box appears.
Didn't really capture my attention.
Perfect.
Jolly Jim, hello.
Hello, Jolly Jim. See, here we go. That's what I wanted.
Oh, well, see, Pastry Puff, if I could do it the Edgeworth way, then chess would be more interesting.
Yes, but that's very different.
Incredibly different.
Head. Okay. I've done a thing.
A Jim cameo indeed.
What just happened? Come here.
I don't know.
Move there. Okay. Now I need to Nope, maybe not do that. How do I want to do this? How do I want to go about this? Don't know. Okay, we need less of these for a second now. So I can big do it first. And then we can small do it next. Stop! Okay, okay, okay. Promising.
Who would win in Mind Chess?
Dylan.
Me or Ori? Well, okay, we throw Dylan in the mix. Yeah, we're both losing.
Dylan would win the mind chess.
We cannot win against the trained lawyer.
Okay, guys, I admit it. I was being a schmooble about it.
Oh,
because this is
have
way
you
easier
trusted the
now.
process?
No, well, yes, but no. I have made it so that this is actually good now.
Ooh.
Because looking at the thing
We like
on
that.
the side is better. Mute. Stop. Stop
Ooh,
talking.
mind chess between us two. I feel like that would depend on what we were debating on.
It does matter that, but I will admit, Mars, I have lived with Dylan for a year now and dated him for 10. So I do feel like I have a slight edge because I've had to use it
you got that debate
daily.
experience.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like debating.
I'm forced.
I like peace in my world.
I'm just trying to see, please. Is it really got big head stuff going on there? I see. Okay. Doing big head stuff.
Whoa, that is massive head stuff. Mind chess about trees? Oh, I'm losing. I don't know a thing about trees. Mind chess about speech and language? I'm winning that one.
Okay. We're already feeling much, much better. Now let's add 5 and... no. 4 and 4. I like having the middle one be the middle one. So how do I fix that part? Tell me.
So Allie, I just checked for you. Ashley season 2 dubbed is indeed on the site we sent you.
Oh yeah, that's how I watched it originally. It was before we had Crunchyroll.
Wait. What? Mashley?
Yeah, I watched Mashley on this at the beginning.
Before we had Crunchyroll?
I think so.
You didn't start watching Mashley until more recently.
Yeah, but we only had Crunchyroll like halfway through 2024.
Yeah, but you definitely watched it when we got Crunchyroll.
All right. I'm
fairly
confident
sure.
that it's on there though, and it was. So yeah.
Mind chess against Dylan, but the topics are special interest. That's gonna be a lose-lose-lose scenario.
Bezier edit type. Excuse me.
Oh, don't die.
I want smooth all. Okay, now what?
Ugh. Let's see.
Base sketch rig of the face.
Yeah, if it's in the context of careers or special interests, Estrock, it's gonna go lose-lose-win. in a clockwise direction. Like Dylan's gonna win the category for laws, or he's gonna win the category for trees, and I'll win the category for speech and language.
That's just how it is. You're not smooth enough, though.
Hmm.
Okay. That's better.
Oh, it doesn't have subtitles for the on-screen text? Okay.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Something to keep track, but sadly common.
Sadly, there is one, I'm pretty sure, that also happens with the Crunchyroll one. And, yeah, there's like a part where there's a lot of subtitles, and sadly, I think you do lose a certain amount, but if I'm being honest, the joke is so funny and well done on its own that I didn't really care in the end. It was like a little sad, but like, overall, it kind of adds to it in a way. What are we goodnessing?
That's brilliant. I'm not sure. There's so many things that could have been oh goodness.
Indeed. Anything could have been oh goodness at any time. Okay. This is actually much better. I appreciate this much more. Now... question as to whether or not I should have kept the other thing in it is to be determined.
This day has been a no goodness.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Oh, stop. Why has this day been a no goodness?
There's such a thing as a good oh goodness? I feel like no.
Yeah, I feel like not so much.
Okay, kind of rare. Yesterday was my oh goodness day. I got home and I was just like...
I think I'm gonna have to do this again and remove the hairline from the mesh. I just don't think it worked the way I thought it was going to work. So, otherwise, I'm very happy though. So we'll go one more time. Please let me back up to the correct point. Good. Okay. Let us remove hairline from the deal. Technically, none of this is in there either. Scary. Horrifying.
Finn is cute in the ED. I want it, Pastry Puff. Finn is one of my favorites. I loved him in episode 3, and I shall continue to. Or Horn. Oh, crap. It's that time.
It's that time.
Thanks for the Orhorn and Deuce.
Indeed. I have gotten so little done.
You got a lot done originally.
Yeah, but was it really that good? Am I that upset? You know, like...
I mean, if this got you a result you were seeking and you're happy with it, more power to you.
This has certainly improved.
Yes, Pastry Puff. Yes, 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 1,000 times yes.
Yeah,
Especially when they were in the forest just chilling and it's like, I'm worried about MASH. Yeah, me too. Wait, you're worried? I mean, I'm worried about my cut. Yeah, that's what I'm totally worried about.
Yep.
I need more moments like that, please. Give me Magic Dude giving a shit about MASH.
It's funny. He definitely gives, like, now I have two dads vibes, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Be gentle with me.
All right. Well,
friggin' Pops.
Thank you all for coming. Where's the ending? Thank you all for coming. Guys, next week, a week from now, is our comic anniversary stream. So you're going to want to be there for that. You're going to want to make sure you're caught up for that as well. I do have the 3/4 views. Yes, I do. We'll see if I end up doing anything. We might be doing that after stream still. I'm trying to get a little more done. But yes, thank you all for coming. Next week, Tuesday, Thursday streams are switched, so this will actually be Tuesday next week.
They're flip-flopped
and
around.
Then Comic Corner will be Thursday because it is the comic anniversary. New comic page comes out on Monday.
Felt
Don't
more
miss
appropriate.
Out on that. Really cool announcement for Comic Corner a week from today, so don't miss out on it.
Yes.
Real epic shit.
You gotta come see, guys. We are way too excited for this announcement.
About it. And yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow for Ace Attorney. It is the last Ace Attorney before a 3-week Ace Attorney absence while Dylan has to go suffer in the night shift. So you don't want to miss that either. Get your last little Ace Attorney. He's got to play
Ace Attorney IRL. Wish him luck.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, we'll talk to you all tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.